picking up where we left off, Drac had an interesting conversation with the Bone Right before discussing it in the morning and heading to Aetherstone University. There, you all met Freddie Keysmith, a former member of the Rakish Quills, along with Archeron and Mason. Freddie wasn't light about his grievances, but showed you all a ritual which allowed you to see what happened that day with the Troll, the Malevolence, and Mason. We pick up with you all walking near the outskirts of the Aetherstone University grounds, with Sidon, Pete's not here, getting a bit of a stomachache from the mystery mate, and deciding to head back to the inn to rest his belly.
You see that video of that little boy running up the stairs holding his arse cheeks? Like,
but yeah, Sidon will head off back to the inn, just because Pete's not here and I'm not going to play Sidon while he's not here. Because I don't think I can mentally do that. So he heads out. What are the rest of you doing? What's the plan?
Maeve's plan is to go to that cave, but if people don't want her to go by herself, she will just wait around.
Well, it depends on if, like, Archeron find the other person that he was going to talk to.
I'm going to be completely honest. I want to be a supportive friend, but I cannot be in the room for that conversation. That is fucking awkward.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to be. He wouldn't expect you. So as we're walking out, just before Sidon shits himself, Archeron, sorry,
we can just see Sidon running away with his ass cheeks,
trying to channel the inner misery that I need for this. But Archeron has been, like, you know, playing over the things his mind is trying to, like, not be a Debbie Downer. And he shouts at Sidon, "Thank you, Sidon, for being a good friend." And he's like, Doppler. He goes, but the reason, obviously, I did a grievously what's the word I'm looking for? I've not been a good friend to Freddie or Mason or Leanne here, so I'm thank you for being here with me. I do really appreciate it. But I need to make amends, or see if they're willing or want me to make amends. Put myself at their behest. I have Freddie's book here, but I've learnt I'm not going to thumb through it. I'm going to let him know I have it now and meet him. No. I'm going to go for there's a very nice cafe nearby called the Rock and Roll Patisserie. If anyone would like to join me there, they do really nice cakes, rock cakes, not just rock cakes, but like other cakes as well, brownies, a tiffin that will blow your mind, and a very, very nice ginger and honey tea. I'm going to go there, tell Freddie that's where I'm going to be, because it's a nice neutral place. See if allow him to have a moment to process what we've just seen, and then I'd like, because he mentioned he'd been seeing the Malevolence in his dreams. Maybe I know you wanted to go to the cave, and but by all means do be careful though, and I will, if I'll have to go there anyway. I think I've maybe just not today, or maybe not right now, but if it would be good to understand if Mason is still there, because then it would give, maybe Leanne and Freddie would like to. I feel like I'm putting you out as the like the information conduit. Would it be okay if he is there, if we allowed you to communicate act as a communication point between the three of us and him?
Of course.
Okay, thank you. So it'd be good to know if he was there before they went, before we called them that. I wouldn't want to go I wouldn't want to be there without them knowing that I was going there. And
again, if it is dangerous in the cave, I can bring him somewhere else to meet all of you.
Well, the other thought was that the troll itself. I've had thoughts about it, obviously, since a troll that is resistant to fire is difficult, and we do a lot of Cass and a slab, you got your fireballs and your big fire attacks. I have a thing. I just need it fine-tune it slightly to be able to get a spell that would allow you to cast all of your spells without hesitation or concern, that would land on it and allow you to do whatever you wanted to do. So, sorry, whatever I chose it to be. So, for example, if you were to cast a fireball on it, I would be able to change that when it hit. Like I can change my spell's damage into acid or psychic or a frost or lightning or anything else, which would allow us to be much more relaxed about how we encountered the creature, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of long-winded, sorry. But that's the thing. I need to think about how that spell works a little bit, and I think Freddy would be a good one because being naturally connected to the arcane world would be able to assist there. So I'm going to let him know that I'm going to the Rock and Roll Patisserie. If you don't, I know it's very awkward. Were I you, I may actually choose to fight the troll rather than sit in a room. But as always, your presence is warmly appreciated.
I'm going with Maeve.
Wow, no hesitation there.
Sorry. It was just the I'm going with both. Instantly.
That's what got me.
Okay, so Archeron is gonna head to the bakery. Is anyone else going with Archeron?
I mean, someone's gonna guide him there.
So Porridge, since Porridge has seen what happened, has been a lot more forgiving with Archeron, and is like landed on his shoulder and like been a bit like, okay, I'm sorry, I was. Well, yeah, it's like Rayod's about somewhere, but like Porridge is Archeron's friend. Rayod is kind of like Archeron's work colleague.
Unwanted acquaintance.
Yeah. So it's like, oh god, like both of them, like they kind of both into books, but that is not
that is the through line and nothing else.
Yeah, it's not the basis for the beautiful friendship that Archeron wants and needs with Porridge. So yeah, he's gonna pop his bird on his shoulder, and he's going. Oh, remember the way, but thank you. So they don't just do cakes; they do candies and drinks and stuff. It's a nice place, but if it's around the corner. It's just
about,
on the outskirts.
If you look
of
on
the
the map,
region.
it's about here. So it's like slightly down from the main entrance to the university.
So if you once you're done, just let me know, and yes, I can. Well, just I think I'll be there, either there or in the inn. Forgot what it's called then. I'm going to the cafe. Tell everybody.
Before you guys pull off, I will just ask, for the sake of ease, does anyone other than Archeron have a way to contact anyone?
Nope.
From further distances.
If you wait, okay. None of you guys have sending, do you? Okay, right.
No, but I have a cat who can bamf in and out.
He can't go that far.
Can't go that far.
Not when he's linked to me.
No, I mean, like Sen. Where's the thing? Sen has like a bamf range of like 15 feet, so he can like teleport like he can blink one place to the other, but he can't go crazy distances.
Okay.
If you wait,
he's going across a room, not across a city.
Okay, bear with me a moment. If you can wait 5 minutes, I can.
Nope.
Oh, fine. Okay, wait 1 moment. So Archeron is going to.
No, it's.
Archeron's gonna...
So you can see him, but you can't talk to him.
I thought you said frying. I cast frying.
Not over Archeron.
That's all he does anyway.
Yeah, Sen's teleport is 40 feet.
So Archeron finds a little like nook and cranny, opens a spell book, tears out a sheet of paper, and furiously writes something down, and then like pulls out 75 gold and like rubs it in the paper, which then evaporates, and he gives you a scroll of sending, and it takes him. How long does that take him to write?
Not that long.
Literally 4 minutes, I think. No, less than that. 3 minutes to write it, and so or 3 or 6 minutes to write it. It costs him 75 gold, and he hands you a scroll of sending, And he's like, you don't have to use it because it's got a useful thing to have. But if you need to get in touch, rip it in half as you did with the scroll for Sen, and you should be able to speak to any of us here. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Yep. I don't know if it'll be much use, but yeah, I'm going to go and have a chamomile tea. Oh no, hot ginger and lemon. Hot ginger and lemon.
It's annoying because I was trying to think of a Group A and Group B like name because I was like Group A can be Artron, Group B can be Bakery, but they're the same thing. So
Group A for Artron and Group B for Group Cave.
Yep, Group A and Group C. Group B is Sidon. But yeah, so Artron and who else is going to the bakery?
I'm gonna go with.
Cool, those two. Okay, you two are gonna go to the bakery.
Because I feel bad leaving him alone.
That's fair. And then Slab, Cass, and Maeve are gonna go to the cave. Maeve to the cave. Let me...
As long as I take it, I can read on the way.
Yep. You can read on the way. I'll figure out how many hours it's been.
You just hop in to like Cass' backpack and like read it.
It's like Yoda.
Yeah.
With
Whoa,
Luke.
wait, what?
But yeah, so you will say.
Now
I mean,
that you're there, can you pass me the small box with curry?
Jesus Christ.
Like Tupperware containers.
Yeah.
It's like a Tupperware container.
Tupperware container.
But yeah, it's quicker for Archon and Drac to get to there. So we will go to them first. You guys probably get to like halfway. He would have pointed out. Archon would have pointed out on the map where the cave was. You wouldn't have just been walking blind, like Archon. Sorry.
That was like two of us.
I didn't intend it, and then I had to say it because I heard it. It was like I heard it, so I just had to go for it. Let me change the map to the bakery because I didn't make a bakery map. I've got a great bakery map.
Oh god!
Oh yeah, nice. That looks really. I think the color scheme makes it really bready. You know what I mean?
Yep, and it's bakery.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
I think that unironically we might use this one in Lightspring Age when after the campaign.
I really like it. That's cool. I like.
It's a really cool map. Yeah. I was like looking, and this bakery map did not come out very long ago. I was like, perfect. Score. But yeah, so Jack and Archon would be sort of like this thing near the entrance of it. You can see the sign above it's like rock roll patisserie with various like rock imagery, like rock cakes and things like that. And as you walk in,
like stone rock,
like
not
stone.
like rock and roll like guitars.
That's
and
partially
stuff.
the joke, yeah. But roll is in like
bread
roll, yeah. But yeah, you walk in, there's a little like dig on the bell, and you can see sort of waiting by the sort of at the counter is an Earth Genasi woman, you assume. Let me just like make the image slightly bigger so you can see it. But yeah, you can see that she's currently like looking through like a ledger. They see that like counters that are full of different like baked goods. You see behind there's like a little window where there's like a coffee thing where they can make you some hot drinks. And as you walk in, you see I think Archeron, maybe Drac would know this person's name is Bev. And she looks at you and says, "Hi, what can I do for you today?"
Do you have a table that could sit 3 or 4?
Yeah, we got one. Looks right over there, and she like points to like one of the ones over there.
Okay.
Or like, there is some tables outside if you'd like.
It's quite a. Yes, it's what's the word? Is it Clement Day? Is it nice?
It's I would say it's warm, but there's like a bit of a chill. So when there's wind, it's a little bit chilly.
Oh,
but,
I'll say it's
yeah.
Ocean is very precious. He's gonna take up a seat there. Well, he's gonna send Porridge over to like take the table. You know what I mean? Like it's anyone who comes near. Thank you, but. Thank you, Porridge. Could I trouble you for a glass of that? I don't know if you still do it. A glass of the hot ginger and honey tea. And do you still do that tiffin with the big lumps of sugar in it?
I can. I'm sure we do. If not, I can find you something similar.
Well, if you don't have that, then like a rock cake and a rock cake with some cream would be delicious. I'm going to set up in the corner. I'm going to be sending casting a spell to tell a friend of mine where we are. I hope that's okay.
That's completely fine.
Excellent. Just sort of check. And when he arrives, if you could bring him over. Do you still do the cool lemonade?
Yeah, we do. It's a favourite.
Yes. Excellent. Sorry, I should explain. I can't see. So. If the specials, I'm going to miss them. But if when he comes, would you be able to bring over a glass of the lemonade for him, please?
She nods, says, "Of course I can." Like writing it all down as you're going, and looks to Drac.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Would you like something?
Yeah, I could take one hot cocoa and. This thing, whatever it's called.
Sounds good.
And he points at unidentified baking goods.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's an entire baguette.
Wow, you seem pretty indecisive about an entire baguette. It probably comes out to like a gold for all of that because it's like high quality, nice stuff, freshly made. And I would say. You'd both probably know that Bevan was a student at the university like a few years ago, and still like helps around with like events and stuff like pop-up shops and like when the sports team's doing their thing, they're like and like when there's charity events and stuff like that.
I pay the 1 gold. So.
Thank you, Drac. Thank you, Bevan. I was just wondering. I remember you were very in with the. The events crowd. My friend
you know each other?
Well, I obviously we went to school here. This was my favourite cafe because it's nice. The atmosphere's delightful. It can get very very like chilled in the afternoon, but it also has like quite a nice outsidey area. So we're not super close, but we're familiar. But I remember when I was here, you did organise some things for games and events. And I was wondering, a friend of mine is very interested in testing his physical skills in a magical arena. Now, is there anything going on that I could tell him about? I do owe him a little bit of a favour, so if there's anything that perhaps I could sign him up for in his absence, anything at all?
They're like, think for a minute. Well, it's getting... I'm not entirely sure. It's usually in the spring.
Okay.
Stuff sort of goes again, so another few months.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you could, if you know, probably get in like any practice sessions or watch at least. But
is there like an underground? I don't want to say fight club, but like dueling club that I could perhaps suggest him join?
Not that I know of.
Okay, never mind. It's not the friend who's going to be joining us here, by the way.
In the school, there's an underground dueling club, like jewels, not duels. Like they make gems. Or they like mess with gems. That's not. That doesn't make sense.
I think that's his alternative universe counterpart would be into that. Yes. Yeah.
They really strive for the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll get those to you.
I should have waited for my drink over there.
Stupid. God, I really have to rack my brain for Aeon's second name.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything you're doing while you're waiting?
I will send a miscellaneous sending to Freddie along the lines of, hey, you up, I've got your book at such and such place. Please, would you like to come and get it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. The response is short. He says, sure, I guess I'll be there. at some point.
Great. Like, I don't respond.
So
I
specific.
hear that. I get that back. I'll be there.
Great.
I'll be there at some point. It's like, great. Well, I suppose we better think about opening a tab drac. We could be here indefinitely.
Yeah, you get your food and drink within 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
From one of the the bar staff or the waitresses around. It feels weird saying that for a bakery for some reason. They also have tokens. But
how is that? Is that like a whole chicken or something? She was carrying on?
It's like a fondue plate or something. It's the
Oh
closest I could find.
it zoomed really
Oh,
fast.
chicken.
Yeah,
It's
zoomed
actually
out
one
really
of the
fast.
Sphinx cats. But yeah, you get that within 2-3 minutes. While you are, do you say anything while you're waiting for Freddy?
I just think you don't have to RP this if you don't want, but I get the so Archeron would be when he gets his drink, because he's a little bit clumsy, he breaks off a bit of the tiffin or what the rock cake for porridge to have, and the condensation on the glass that generates from the from the water. He's idly writing runes or almost like miniature ritualistic circles on the table with this water runoff. It's not like a magical thing in itself, but it's like a grounding thing for him to just process the things that are happening a little bit, and he would just just say thanks to thank Drac for coming along with him, and articulate that he wasn't surprised, but he was regretful of how Freddy felt he had to, how he'd left things but saying that he probably it's clearly weighing on his mind that he's had to invite this person back again after it was made very, very, very clear that this guy probably didn't want to have to extend the conversation again. It's like, oh, I'm sorry that I hit your cat with my car, but can I have that cup of sugar I wanted?
Oh God!
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're talking for. You obviously assumed from Freddy's message that it would have been a while until he was there, but a lot quicker than you expected. You get your drinks after 2-3 minutes. Within 6 or 7, you hear the door open and Freddy walks in, and you can see he's as he walks in, he closes that purple and gold compass that he has, puts it in his back pocket, and then sort of looks over directly at the table where 2 of you are, and goes to.
I wave.
He gives the nod.
Yeah.
Upwards or downwards?
Up.
Oh, wow.
He's a gangster.
Yeah, he is. Oh man, he's pissed.
And then he sort of moves the chair and sits down.
Archie, he's here.
Thank you, Drac. But Porridge has let me know as well. Freddy, I hope it's not too presumptuous, but I don't know if you still drink them, but the strawberry lemonades, I'd ordered you one in anticipation of your arrival. As
he sits down, it's as you're talking about it, it's placed in front of him.
I hope that's okay.
He nods and says, yeah, that's good, thank you. And he sort of picks it up. Yeah, uses the straw.
I thought he was gonna chug it and then give me my book back.
Yeah, and then walk off.
Belch you might.
Yeah.
So the ritual, as Archon takes his book out of the table and places it kind of in the middle of the table in front of him, that was of your own design?
Mostly. Here and there, little few things.
It was a very impressive spell. I'd be interested in knowing how you how to perform it myself. But you left your book there, and I don't know if it's of interest, but the reason I can't see it at the moment is because I was reading something that I shouldn't have been, and hey, I'm always one to learn, so I thought it'd be prudent to get it back to you as soon as possible. I'd hate if my if my book were out there in the world.
He sort of thinks and says, "Well, thanks for getting it back." And do you like put it on the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like sort of picks it up with his hand, sort of looks over it a little bit, like with his eyes and with his like moves it around in his hands. And as he's like doing that, he says, "I realized I forgot as soon as I left the grounds, but I was just gonna wait a bit to get it back. But thank you."
No,
puts it like on the side.
No, it's fine to say. I would hate for my spellbook to be lost out there, and I know yours is slightly different, but I thought it'd be for old time's sake, get it back to you as soon as possible. But I did. There was something else I wanted. Well, a few things actually. A couple of other things I wanted to talk about. Obviously, what we saw is very fresh in my mind, and I don't know if you want to talk about that now or you want to leave that for another time. It's completely up to you. But one thing you mentioned to me was the dreams you had where you'd seen the malevolence or the creature, whatever you wish to call it, and as he says that, he's going to like minor illusion it in his hand. He's been appearing in your dreams, you say?
Well, kinda. It wasn't anything crazy. I just had like flash memories a few times when I was, lying down asleep, whatever. I don't know. It was hard to focus on. Like everything was reflecting again and again and again. The compass, he like gestures to the compass that he was holding before, sometimes stopped working too, as the needle like vanished, became ethereal. It's weird, I don't know.
Was there any... Has it gotten worse recently, or in the last few days?
No, it's just been on and off, like the whole time. Since.
How does your compass work again? It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's...
He sort of unclips it and puts it like on the table. And it is... Let me just send the image if I have it to hand. I don't think I do. Let me do that, see if I can put into general. Yeah. It is this like golden like embellished compass with like purple like inlay in the middle. Like a very well made like magical item. And he just says, well, it was made by my family some years ago. And it's... Well, it just like enhances my own capabilities, and it's useful for finding things. It's like a spell focus with extra oomph that's in my family.
And how long has the needle been going ethereal, if you had to put a time on it? Has it been since the event, or is it
I think so. It's only happened like a handful of times in the last however long it's been. And it's only like momentarily. I don't... It's only like I've only... I mean, maybe it happened more than I've seen, but I've only seen it happen 2 or 3 times.
Okay. If you want, I can try to see if there's a curse that's affecting you or it.
I mean, I've looked.
You've looked.
Yeah. I mean, I asked the headmaster about it a few months ago. About the whole, what I was seeing, the compass, whatever. And he said it sounded like I was describing the echo.
Yes.
Because it was less of a... That thing the malevolence you said. I guess I saw it. Like I recognize it, but it was just like the whole place. He said the headmaster said it was like a realm adjacent to our one. He also said it's called the Plane of Glass. I don't think it's an issue really. It just frightened me a little bit, not knowing what or why it was. But I mean, I guess I do now.
Well, my concern when you said you'd been seeing it, and he kind of like gestures to the now kind of slightly, just a little bit discoloured scar on his neck. I don't know if you remember this, but that was the avenue that the creature, the malevolence, took to pin me down or to lay its claim on me, or whatever you want to call it. You've not noticed any vivid scars appearing anywhere on your body?
I mean, I've got scars, but nothing like the one you have had. I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
No,
he's like just his face. You can see like some, and like on his arm. You know, if you took the shirt off, there'd be some, but like nothing.
Well, I just wanted to make sure because I didn't know when it was here. When it stepped in for me, I wasn't aware of it until very recently. Until it happened again in front of my new friends, and I hurt them, and that obviously became a recurring problem. And since my concern was that since we exercised it would want to latch onto somebody new. I don't know really a lot about it. Perhaps it's one to speak to the headmaster about if he knows about it. But
I do think we actually killed it.
Well, maybe there's more than one because
Freddie would nod and say, "I mean, there are more than one." I asked the headmaster about it.
Yeah.
He said that on the Echo, I don't think he called it a malevolence. I know the name. I'm going to make a history check for him, see if he remembers it. 17, yeah. He called it a malignant reflection, I believe. And he said that it's like on the food chain, it's higher up in that realm. So it makes sense there's more than one of them.
Well, I have I believe it's related to Rheator, and he's gonna. Brack, may I have the? Oh no, I have it here in my book. He opens his book, and on the page is a copy of the extracts from the Grey Orb and from Beyond the Veil, which are the books that I think Orion gave him. Specifically, I turn them around to Freddie and say, "Well, this is the reason I thought there were more than one. It seems to be related to the moon, but the exact relationship I don't quite understand. So it did seem, but I think perhaps if I spoke to the headmaster. But no, sorry. The reason I'm struggling to focus today. Bear with me. The reason I wanted to speak to you about it when you mentioned about the needle on the compass disappearing is when I changed, when the malevolence came forward and I stepped back. Porridge disappeared with me, and so I was never able to. He was never able to tell me that I was changing. See, he himself didn't see it. He had that blank spot as well. And if from memory, the compass tells you the way to the thing you want the most, or the thing you're holding forefront in your mind, and if it's connected to you, then if something is pushing their way forward, that might be why it's disappearing, because your hold on it is lessening. If that was my first thought anyway, so I just wanted to make sure that wasn't the case, because it's not something that I was able to control, and it's not something I think a lot of people have been able to control. And as you can probably guess, I don't want it getting its hold on anybody else, especially someone that I've been close with.
That
so
makes sense. I can tell you, I haven't. I mean, I feel fine, and I mean, I've not had any blank spots other than when I'm sleeping, but I think that's normal.
Well, I didn't know I had blank spots. Maybe I would feel like I disassociated, or I'd wake up in a slightly different place, or I don't know how many times it happened. I only know it happened 2 times, for sure, 3 times now for sure. So it's just something to be aware of. If you can have somebody watch you, and it seems to be in moments of extreme emotion or danger as well when it steps forward, as you saw. But if you're confident that it's just a dream, then perhaps I'll speak to the headmaster about see if there's any way we can shore up the echo from us. But as I said, there was an alternative. Well, not alternative. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and it was. And do feel free to say no, considering what's happened. I wanted to ask for your help. And it's nothing dangerous. It's nothing arduous, I don't think. And we're going to do this anyway. But my friends have gone to the cave, and Maeve has a way to, if Mason's spirit is still there, to perhaps communicate with him, and we're going to do that regardless of how you answer this question. But I thought it'd be best to ask you. As I say, I want your help. You are connected to the magics in a far more fundamental way than I am, and so I wanted you to help me with a spell, which I think could help us defeat the troll once and for all. So here are my notes. And Drag, I think I mentioned this to you. It started as a way to help a friend who had a problem that every so often they'd find themselves vulnerable to a celestial radiant magic that would hurt them more than it would normally. And my thoughts were, there's got to be a way to change spell. I can change spells as I go out now. I can manipulate my magic so I shoot a firebolt off, but sorry, not a firebolt. Say for example a fireball, and rather than exploding in flame, it would explode in lightning or cold. I can do that now, but I'm the only person I know who can do that. So now, my friend, I wanted it to be able to affect spells that were aimed at her, so she wouldn't have the worry of getting hurt more if we ended up fighting someone who could do that damage. And now we have the opportunity to nail it down in something that is physically, we know is a real threat. We can't throw fire at this creature because it doesn't do anything. So here are my notes, and I would like your opinion on them. That ritual spell you created was wonderful, and if you'd like to share that with me, that'd be great. I had my own notes, but this is what I want to do for my friends who've helped me. And as I say, we're going to follow through and see if we can speak to Mason and kill this troll anyway, regardless of how you answer.
Can you make me a persuasion check with advantage?
Yes. I'm not going to give myself guidance because I don't know why, but I always feel cheeky doing it in Baldur's Gate.
With guidance. In Baldur's Gate it's less of a thing, but obviously guidance is like a hand motion. It's a hand motion and a boop. So it's like he would see it, but okay, using magic. Oh, that's a bad roll.
Jake. I don't think the guidance would help there.
6. So it could have been a 10. But yeah, Mason. Sorry, I said Mason. Sorry, Freddy. That was weird. Freddy. Things says, "Show me the book."
He pushes his book forward. The spell probably would have been written in Orcish or Orlan, whatever you want to call it. It's fine.
Maybe
that's why it fails.
He can maybe. He can identify the runes.
He's like,
stuff.
what the fuck is
He's
this?
like, listen, I can't read this shit. No, it's fine. He looks at it less of from a reading the notes, more from like an arcane, magical sense. And as he's like looking at it, he will say, "Yeah, about the ritual that I did. If it's difficult, it's because of its nature and how I had to make it work. It doesn't really. It's not something that you can just like add to a spell book and do. It requires like the pool, and as you know, a lot of magic, more than just a spell. So I could write it down, but it's not something that you can just cast on a whim. You need to set it up, and as I said, I needed 2 people from the moment, and well, it's tough. Still a little bit tired from it. But he sort of looks at it, the notes, and says, it seems from what I can look, he's looking not at like the orcish notes, but he's looking at like the. I always imagine when you're like, especially for wizards, when you're learning a spell, it almost has like a. How do you describe it? A circular or like a list of runes that sort of go together to make the spell function, if that makes sense. That'd be sort of like the mix of the somatic and the verbal and, the components for it. That's how I always picture it. So I think he'd be looking at that sort of section of it rather than the orcish. And would just probably be muttering and just saying, well, from what I can tell, it seems that the most taxing part of the initial casting is creating the aura that can swap essentially at will. He looks and reads it and is doing some very basic arcane motions with one of his hands. As you said, you're better at altering the elements, but if you add an additional rune, a transmutation rune there, and then he's putting them out and marking it for you. If you add them and remember it in the casting when you're speaking it, it should, from what I know at least, quicken the expansion of and alteration of the aura when you want to swap it. He pushes it back to you to show what he's changed. Oh, not changed, what he's added. And he's added it in. It's not highlighter, but he's done it in a way where you can just wipe it off, but because it's almost like an illusionary script, it's magical. It's not actually there. But he says that's what I think at least. And if you want, you can roll an Arcana check with advantage to try and complete the spell.
I will give myself guidance. I don't think this is as cheeky now.
No, this makes sense.
Oh wait, I can't give myself guidance because I need to look at it through Prodigy's eyes. 30, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So you sort of put that together, the runes that he added and the stuff he'd already written, and putting that together within 10 to 15 minutes. Drac, you're looking very confused. But within 10 to 15 minutes of these nerds
staring at this.
Of these nerds talking back and forth for 10 minutes, you put the last rune in place, and doing so, it's like a arcane lock has been broken, and because obviously it's your spell book, the book suddenly alights with magic, and you see it shimmer and press into the paper. As that is a spell, you can now prepare.
Oh, wonderful, Izzy Wizzy. Excellent. Oh, well, this is wonderful. Thank you. It is very much appreciated. Hopefully, we'll be able to put it to good use very quickly with this thing. I just want it. I want to. I know I can't change what I've done. How I acted, and so I can only regret, but I can try to be better moving forward, and this is hopefully a thing that I will be able to do to honour the memories I have of the four of us, to make sure that troll can't hurt anybody else, and it sounds silly, but in a way, the malevolence did a good thing in that it looks like it saved you. I don't think it was trying to, but I think without it would have been maybe all three of us gone instead of just Mason. So I can take a little bit of solace in that and try to undo some of the hurt it's done and some of the hurt that I've done with this. But thank you, Freddie.
Freddie Nelson says, and about the other thing, about the cave. I personally don't want to go back there, whether he's there or not. I don't know if I could face it. I could ask Leanne, but she gave a... when I mentioned about meeting you earlier on today, she said she was busy with her dissertation, which she is. But I'm not sure if she every time it's brought up, she leaves the room. I think
I can understand why. I will.
I can try and get a conversation between the two of you, but I don't know if I can get her to go there.
It's not a battle that you. I would ask anyone to fight on my behalf. It's something that if she wants to speak to me, she will do, and I would not ask anyone to do that for me. It's something I have to do. I have to face up, as I say, to what I've done, and when the time comes to, if Mason is there, I will let you know when I'm going, and the invitation is there. If not, that's fine.
Well, speaking of if Mason's there, let us go to group. What did I say? Group
Bathe.
C. Group bathe.
Rave and cave.
Yeah, as it'd probably be about this time in the timeline, where you guys get to the outskirts of that cave. Because I'm just trying to guess. It's about half an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Including like walking and waiting for the other group. So probably about this time you get to that point, and you can see that above you is that like towering pillar, which is the dawn point, which is that like almost solar panel array above that like helps power parts of Malachite.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just move down on my notes. Yeah. So as you sort of get there, obviously none of you have ever been here before, but you have seen it in that memory.
Yeah.
But you can sort of see that. Sorry, where is it in my notes? Yeah. So you can see that there is definitely a clear difference between sort of then and now, whereas before, when you saw that, when you saw that memory, it's a clanging of a random guy working somewhere. But yeah, he's hammering away at like a metallic thing.
He's dropped his bone in his food bowl and he's just knocking it around with his nose, being a prick. Sorry, go on.
But yeah, sort of now, as Altron would have told you, it was used as like a geothermal and like archaeology site, because there was some like, it was originally a geothermal site, but then they found signs of like an older thing there, so they sort of had it both ways. Though now you can just see it is behind a small fence, like a metal fence, and a sign that reads, "Danger of falling, enter at your own risk."
Oh, okay.
Don't dead, open inside.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like waist high. You can, or not, maybe slightly higher than that, but you can climb over it or get through it easily enough.
Yeah.
You're 3 level 9 adventurers.
Actually, the bigger question is, can Slab get over it?
Yes. You just see the little like.
Can someone give me a leg up?
Slab has a grappling hook.
It's a cheerleader like lift with Slab. But yeah,
No, I've got an idea.
I've
got an idea. No, I'm not really going to do it. I was going to go. Level 5 shatter will do it.
Heat metal, just melt.
A level 9 firewall.
That would probably do it. Yeah.
I don't have
But
that.
you easily enough get over the gate or through the gate. You have knock. But
I have knock, and I also have dimension door. So
yeah, I mean, either way, I mean, you don't even have to use a spell.
I know.
Yeah. One of you can climb over, the other people can like help. But yeah, heading inside, there is that small winding pathway that you saw Mason, Archeron, and Freddy go through in that memory.
Mm-hmm.
Let me change the map.
So we are bottom right, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bloop.
Bloop.
Bloop. I think Maeve is moving in, but like would probably get to about here, and then send Sen around the corner to like scout and see if there's anyone in there.
Yeah, you're walking too fast. Read my book.
Sorry, we have long legs.
I've only got little legs.
Sorry. I was just fixing the map on the other screen.
I just basically want to see if there's a massive giant in here.
Yeah. So, Sen... Where's Sen's token? Sen's token's tiny on this map.
Yeah.
Sen walks in, and you can see through his eyes, because he is technically familiar if you want him to.
Yeah.
And as Sen walks up, there is no sign of a big giant.
Okay.
You see what you see on this map.
Wait,
Okay.
am I really remembering things wrong, or was the water lava before?
The water was lava before?
Like in when we were like in the.
Are we
in the,
moving
like,
up?
Remembering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it being yellow.
Yeah, the previous map was lava.
I remember it being yellow purely because I thought that was like the flashback memory sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, it was like lava. The lava level I think was higher. I can't remember the exacts. But you can definitely tell that from the memory where there was a lot of like tents and like clear signs of activity here. Now it appears mostly dormant. Like there's none of those tents. You can see like the occasional mark from when they took the tents and all that stuff out, like a bit of probably graffiti on the wall of some random person from university being like, "Yeah, fuck the system." I don't know.
Just just someone graffitiing that S that everyone does.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the Superman S. But yeah, as you're looking around, specifically Maeve, you can see a flicker of something
Where?
here.
I'm gonna turn, look at the other two, and like do the head bob thing. Like, come on, let's go. I'll go this way because there's stairs, and that makes sense.
That does
Oh
make sense.
no, I'm never good with ghosts, dude.
And you can definitely see that
spooky!
you can definitely see that there was probably at one point like a temple or like some sort of sanctum here, because you can definitely see the signs of like old structures, which you then also see in the memory, just covered in like lava and like people looking to what's the word? Excavate it. There we go. But yeah, as you're sort of moving forward, I'll just do this. Yeah, Maeve, you can see from where that sort of weird smoky shadow was, that looking down into this pit is a spirit.
His name's Mason, right?
Mhm.
I think she would just call out and be like, Mason?
There is like a hell. There's a held moment where you're like, "Uh-oh, did I get the wrong ghost?" But you sort of, as you're getting a bit nervous about like, if this is a Mason, who the fuck is that? The spirit turns to look over at you, and there is I'll make the token slightly bigger so I can see it. Whoops, that's not right. There we go. Yeah, so you can see the sort of darker skin, curly brown hair, of Mason with these sort of two glowing grey, blue, lilac eyes. And there is like a sort of flicker as he's like standing there. And this is, very much one of those spirits that you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
But he's like looking up at you.
I think she would make it very obvious that she's looking at him. So, like, because obviously he's probably like, what the fuck? Like, she's no way she can see me, so she would, like, open her eyes a bit and, like, sort of nod and be like, I can see you.
I see you.
You say that, and the head tilts slightly too far, and you hear the voice go, I see you too.
Uh-oh.
Does only Maeve hear this?
Only Maeve hears and sees this.
Was the verbal, or was that just internal? As in, like,
was her body would probably react, like her shoulders would go a bit stiff, but she wouldn't say anything. She doesn't want to startle him. I think she would like approaching a nervous horse, would like walk, like take a step forward with her palms
Weirdly,
like out.
he neighs. No doubt.
Like I'm like that. I pose no threat to you.
Toothless. Like hiccup in Hot Shiny Dragon.
Literally, and just like to the top of the stairs, and then like probably hold her hand out and be like, "Can we talk about what happened?"
He nods.
She would take another step. Dog, I'm gonna fall out with you in a minute.
He just wants to play. He just wants to chew
He's just chewing his bone in the background, but he's knocking it along the wooden floor, so it's like every time.
It's the ghostly atmosphere.
Do you remember what happened to you?
He like looks around the room as if he's watching something that he mostly remembers, and he nods and says, "Yes, I remember."
Do you remember who you were with?
It's like he like looks at the ground and there's like a smile, and he says, "Reddy and Archeron."
And your sister?
He like says I, like holds it for a second, and then nods. I remember her. She wasn't there, but I remember Leanne.
Was she not here? My bad.
No.
I thought she was. Oops. I'm friends with Archeron, and he didn't know what happened. But he remembers now. And I think he would very much like to talk to you about it, if you're willing. Through me, of course.
He thinks and says, "Of course." What are the passive investigation or perception of the three of you? I think Cass is the only one with decent.
Yeah, mine's 13, 14.
13, 14.
Hang on, I'm logged out of
19,
12.
12.
Apparently.
19, okay. 19 is the investigation for Cass, right? Oh, no, perception, sorry.
No, perception.
Yeah.
Maeve's passive. Perception is 14, investigation is 11.
What do I have written down about this? Yeah, so I'll say that Cass and Maeve. So as you're Maeve, as you're talking to Mason, you can sort of see slightly, obviously through him. He's like, he's not fully there.
Yeah.
Near this sort of waterfall, there's like a slight shimmer.
Mm-hmm.
And Cass, you would see that same thing while Maeve is talking.
Slap.
Yeah.
Do you see that thing in the water?
What thing? I'm focused on reading.
It's like
Yeah,
slightly.
that shimmer over there.
Yeah, it's like a shimmer, like slightly out the water, like here.
Yeah.
Are we saying like just next to the waterfall?
Yeah.
Here, follow me.
Sorry,
We let Maeve do
Is it-
her
Yeah,
beyond
is
the
it-
grave things.
I was gonna say, is it best walking this way if Maeve's walking this, talking this way?
Walk this way.
I'm not
Well,
the exact same thing.
I think the ghost is over here somewhere. So if we just
That's a good
go
point. They don't know where he is.
this way,
I just know
We
Maeve
should be
is here. Are we walking past? Like this is me speaking, not Slab. But are we walking past the ghost on the map?
we don't know the ghost is there.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
Maeve
no,
would
but
see you
It
walking.
could be here.
No. But what I'm saying is that the way my token is going to be going?
That's up to you. like,
Because,
If you want, you can go back, go around this wall, and like
okay, good.
make the long way around.
Because it looked like you jumped to like here to begin with on my screen. It was like, right, which way are we going? But yeah,
No, we're going here.
We're just like,
So
excuse me, Maeve, just coming through.
Maeve would ask, like, while they're moving, where the giant is, but probably like when you came in here with Archeron and Freddy, that was it. I couldn't remember his name. There was a giant, but he doesn't seem to be here. Do you know what happened to him?
there's like a. There's like a thought, like a moment where he like thinks, probably as he watches the other two go past him. Obviously, they can't see him.
Don't mind them.
we don't accidentally go through him, do we?
No. And then he sort of looks down. He went down there. Points to the hole.
When did you last see him?
The day I died.
And he hasn't been out since?
I've not seen him since.
Okay, she's gonna like whisper to the others, like, guys, just keep your voices down just in case.
Okay.
Echo,
sir.
echo.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
so
did she say? I only saw her mouth move. I couldn't hear anything. We're too far away.
What?
I think she said something about speaking louder.
What?
What?
Yeah, as you go across, Cass, you sort of see, sort of partially in the water, what appears to be something attached to like a necklace, like a piece of an amulet or a necklace. Sorry, that didn't make sense. There's like a string with a piece of a necklace or like an amulet there,
Okay.
laying in the water.
I'll,
Yeah, if you want to make me a religion check.
got it.
Good job you shouted that before the roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
half a second before. So it's 16. You don't recognize what it is, like what it does specifically, but it appears to be an amulet which is related to the god Stelios, who is the master craftsman, one of the gods, one of like the more common gods here in Malachite, you know, with all the crafters. And it appears to be like a relatively ornate looking one, like a nice one. but it's clearly broken.
Okay.
It's missing parts of it.
Yeah, can I make a perception check if I see the rest of the necklace lying around or pieces of it?
I'll say your passive is high enough where you can't.
Okay.
Like your passive is high enough. You look around and you can't see any more of it, and that's not because you're not good enough at seeing. It's just because it's not here.
Yeah, I'll carefully like pick it up, make sure like nothing like breaks more or like loose, and I'll walk up to Slap. Do you recognize this? I think it's from like the god Stelios, but
Do you want me to make a check to see if I know anything?
I mean, if you want to look at this from like an Arcana side, if you want to make me an Arcana check to try and figure out like what it was, obviously it's like a religious symbol.
Okay, I'll try.
Guidance.
Okay, 14.
Don't forget a guidance.
With the guidance. Okay,
17.
17. How do I partially give this to you? It appears to be.
It appears to be magical.
Yeah, it's definitely. You can see along like the side of it, there is definitely like runes, and they appear to have some form of what's this? Like some form of like abjuration, like divine abjuration magic, along with like a little bit of necromancy, sort of here and there. But you couldn't tell more than that.
I tell Cat to basically like, it's just all I got is this.
Maybe Archon will know. Wait, actually, Maeve?
Hmm?
Can you ask
One
the
second,
ghost if he
sorry.
recognizes this? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Excuse me, Mr. Ghost.
I will now like fully approach Mason and take the amulet from Cass. Can I look at it and see if I recognize it? Because you mentioned necromancy, and religion necromancy is kind of the one thing that Maeve knows.
Yeah, you can make me an Arcana check. It's a pretty high DC to get more than what Slab got, but we'll see.
Guidance.
As long as you got plus.
Oh, nice.
And I get guidance.
And you can add your talisman
Guidance.
if you want to get another D4. Okay, so we're at 28. Oh god, okay. Yeah.
You will know what it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. This appears to be. I'll just send the item. I can't be bothered. I was trying to figure out a way to give more, but not all of it. But I was like, fine. This appears to be a Sanctum amulet, which I'll send in the Roll20. It is a very rare magic item. Obviously, it's broken, so you wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't be able to be attuned or used. But it is a Sanctum amulet. It gives you resistance to necrotic damage while you're attuned to it. You can cast Spare the Dying as an action or bonus action, and once per day, when someone's reduced to 0 hit points within 60 feet, you can use your reaction to instead drop them to 1 hit point.
I will show it to Mason
Mm.
and ask, does this? I don't know what's. Do you know who this belonged to?
He sort of looks at it. What's the best way to put it? Wistfully, like he's remembering something. And he says, "Yes, I know it's mine."
Huh.
But it's broken.
When he got smashed.
Yes, Slab.
No, the Slab can't hear it.
That's true.
Who?
The
broke
ultimate
it?
smash or pass.
Oh, God. Sorry, what did you say, Beth?
Who broke it?
I think the troll might have.
Mason, do you remember how you died?
troll slashed me, burned me. I don't remember more than that. Because he was already unconscious when the malevolence hit him.
Right.
Does he recognize it?
He does. He said it belonged to him. And that the troll broke it.
Did you ask where the troll went?
Yes. Also, if you have questions for Mason, he can hear you. Just as a thing. Not a lot of people know that. He can hear you, you just can't see or hear him. Mason said that the troll went down there and hasn't come out since. Which worries me because he's probably still down there.
Is this like a dead end cave? It's not like a tunnel to anywhere, is it?
This area, no. There is nothing like else rather than this cave. If you were to go down, that could be something. But for this area...
Slab, let me throw you and then cast levitate.
I mean, I've got an instrument that you can just cast fly.
That's true. Do you want to fly down and see?
He flies now?
Wait, actually, if we just cast what was it, Death Ward, we can just throw him normally.
He flies, hits the bottom, gets back up.
I'm not Sidon.
Here's the issue: if he goes past his max the other way, he just dies.
So Death Ward doesn't do anything in that regard.
Maybe it does actually if you get instant killed. I actually don't know. I don't think it does though. I think if you just die...
Wait, I'll post it on the VTT.
I think with power word kill, it negates it. If this target subject to effect, it would kill it instantly without dealing damage. No. He would probably just die. Unless he would...
Okay.
Like, if he didn't go above his max negative, he would go to 1. But if he fell enough to take the damage to go over his max negative, he would just die. Definitely wouldn't help him.
About Mason.
Yes.
When I first came in, and I said, I can see you, and he said in that really creepy voice, I can see you too. With Layla.
Okay, yeah.
When there was an essence other than her in her body, there was like a weird shadow. Can I make an insight check or some kind of check to see if there's anything similar going on with Freddy?
I will, Mason. I will say,
Mason, sorry.
There isn't. It was me trying to find a voice.
Cool. Okay. I just wasn't sure if he had a certain malevolence.
Like as a ghost, like tell me what I would do. I see you. I see your soul. No, I'm joking.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. No, it was me trying to find a voice guy.
I like Mason because he didn't question why can you see me like all the fucking ghosts do. Like, wait, why? I don't need to go through this fucking rigmarole again.
This guy's a cleric. He probably understands more than what's his name.
Fucking Baker.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
this
out. Ford and Hamsey.
That was it.
God, stupid.
I do have a question though, as in like because you're on about how Mason saw the giant head that way.
Yeah.
But has he been witnessing like the passing time?
Yeah.
So
he can hear you if you ask that, and he'll.
Oh no! I am saying it out loud as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, in a normal voice. No.
Because that begs the question, as in like. How long has it... Obviously, it's been a while, hasn't it?
I think it's been...
Like about a year.
A year. Yeah.
If the giant is down there, or the troll is down there, food source, obviously water, it could possibly be dead. That's probably my phone.
Oh, sounded like somebody going.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That I don't know. As in, I did have a as I was talking.
2 notifications.
Facebook Messenger pinged.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been about a year. Archibald probably would have told you that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just wondering, as in, like, how is that troll surviving for a year without coming back out?
Well,
Uber Eats.
Have you seen any delivery drivers come pass by?
No. There was one guy.
He for sure has enough water, from what I'm seeing.
I
And
mean, they
there's-
always come in; they never came out. So
Dude.
Yeah, he just eats them.
yeah.
Hey, are you sure this is the right place? It looks like a massive hole. Yep.
Smash burgers.
Just throw the bag down. I'll catch it.
You mean smashed burgers?
Exactly.
Do you
Make sure to turn.
resent? Jesus Christ. Do you resent Archron?
Remember, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what to kill him.
I don't know that.
That's a good point.
Okay. I can't tell them without him hearing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say she would turn to you and say,
Sorry. It seems like how's it called? Metagaming, but I actually think Cass would ask this with the information she has.
okay.
What's the full question? So I know what to answer.
Do you resent Archon in any way? That's the
No.
full question.
Yeah. I don't blame anyone. No one could have prepared us for that.
He says he doesn't blame anyone because nobody could have prepared them for that.
Do you wish to move on?
He obviously not being able to see Cass. Cass not being able to see him. He would look to Maeve and nod and say, "I would." Looks to the amulet, which I assume Maeve is holding still.
Mm-hmm.
If it can be fixed, can you, someone, make sure it's given to my sister, to Leanne?
Of course.
I think that's what I would need to move on. It's been in our family for years.
She'd close her hand around it and hold it to her chest and be like, "You have my word. I'll get it fixed."
Your word?
Yes.
This is very difficult to follow.
He says he wants the amulet fixed.
Into half a combination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only hear one side.
Can I see that amulet?
Mm-hmm.
With my proficiency in jewelry, I know that I can't fix the magic, but can I fix the amulet itself?
I would say with the check that was
Or would
made,
this fall under smithing or tinkering?
this would fall under probably an artificer, or I guess the closest would be tinkering. But you can you're looking at because it's a gem with sort of a ring that is the magic around the outside of it. You can look at this part of the gem.
Not like a chain.
It is. It's a chain with a spherical outside and then a gem in the middle of that. If that I can't figure out. But you can sort of look at that part of the gem that's still there, and it appears to be a black opal, which is very rare. So it'd be something that, if you would try and fix it, like cosmetically, it would still be difficult to find and expensive.
Yeah. I'll give my expert advice given from God himself to make. Yeah, I can't fix this. Especially because I don't have the tools. But I think we might need to find an... Would this be an artificer or a cleric of that?
Either or, probably. But for context, a intact black opal is worth 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Well, it's doable.
Hey, can we have that duplication from Beth's campaign?
No.
Well, what was it, Simon?
Mason?
Mason. Mason,
Oh,
do you
God.
do you wish to
Hang
repair
on,
it?
isn't it Mason Mold in the book?
Milo.
Milo the Mole, okay. Where am I getting Mason Mole from?
I don't know. It's alliteration.
I think it's the Frog Detective series.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Someone gets Froggy on the line.
Oh, amazing.
Go on. What are you gonna say?
Simon, do you wish?
Mason.
Oh, sorry, Mason. Do you wish to keep the current pieces and do what can be done to fix it, or do you wish for everything to be replaced and for it to be fixed that way?
If it can be put back together how it was, that would be preferable.
Babe, what did he say?
I will pass on everything he says from this point forward.
Okay, thank you very kindly.
But what did he say?
Okay.
I
sure we
listened
can-
to that.
No, it's alright, go on.
Oh, no. I wasn't listening to God say it. I was waiting for you to say it in repeat.
I'm sure we can find somebody who can repair it. And I have a bit of money, and I'm sure the others wouldn't mind chipping in for Archron.
Maybe not for Archron. I, but empathize with the ghost much more.
Okay, then for Mason.
You guys gonna tell Archer?
Are we gonna tell Archer on what?
He's still alive, by the way.
Oh yeah. He said he's okay talking to Archron, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she will take out the scroll and tear it and send the message to Archron that says, Mason's spirit is here.
Wants to talk?
Is happy to talk, but doesn't... Do I have to say message out loud, or can I say it in my head?
I think you can say it out loud, say it out.
Okay. But
You just
doesn't...
run over.
Yeah, but doesn't fully remember what happened. Do you want... I don't know how many words I've got, but do you want me to bring him to you, essentially?
Yeah, so you're still having your conversation with Friday.
Yeah, so as we're finishing the spell,
Spits his fucking honey, whatever it was, all over the table.
No, like,
So
we wait specifically for him to take the first bite and then the message out.
Oh, fuck!
All over Freddy.
You're gonna get a message back. Oh, I'll come to you.
Give me 5.
Yeah, the best Mrs. Doubtfire impression. Help us on the way, and I will tell Freddy, like, here, finish my tiffin. I'm off to speak to our dead buddy. Wrap that in politeness and deliver it to him.
Okay.
I don't know what I'd say. Well, it turns out that a part of Mason's essence is still in the cave.
I'm imagining what's happening is it's like Artron's being like, well, we're gonna see if Freddy's alive. Sorry, if Mason's alive. Mason's
not alive.
No, sorry, you know, we're gonna see if Mason's spirit's there, see if we can talk to him. Mason's spirit there, we can still talk to him.
Oh yeah, yes. So
the same moment.
Well, yes, that was. If only I'd have waited 5 seconds. Well, we're going to. There is a phrase in Elvish, a very beautiful old phrase. We're going to off-ski.
Sorry, what?
It's fine. We're going to hit the road, Jack, and
Come back. He doesn't say that.
Well,
it's
that's just
Freddy.
the rest of the song.
Yes, yeah. Would you like any message passed on to Mason? I suppose I should let Leanne know. It's awkward to just drop a sending out of nowhere.
Freddy says, "I'll do it."
Thank you. I don't know how I'd word that.
That's fine.
Just tell her if she wants for me to reach out to her, then this is so confusing. If she wants me to reach out to her, if she's happy with that, tell her to let you know that, and then I will message her to tell her what's going on.
I'll text her if she's okay with it.
I'll text her if she's okay with it.
Add her to the group chat.
It's all about respect.
R-E-S-P-C-T.
So, yes, I'm going to go. Oh, wait, no, I have to wait. Sorry. And then he sits there expectantly looking at Freddy to send this message so he can leave.
Freddy... Does he have the right enough spell slots?
Yes. Oh God, yes.
No, I was.
I'm not spending another 75 gold right now.
No, he could have got it back because he has sorcery points. I was just looking. But he sends that message. Oh God, sorry. You tell him to.
Okay. So this is what Archon says. This is a message you need to send. Okay.
It's like Freddy. I'm with Archon. Mason's spirit.
Yeah, I'm with Archon. He says he has a way to communicate with Mason's spirit in the cave. Do you want Archon to Archon?
Do you want to come with?
Yeah, do you want to come with? And are you happy with Archon just pinging you out, hitting you up out of the blue?
Sends something along those lines.
Yeah. Wrap that in politeness and slap it with 25 words.
Back. And then he says...
I bet there's a German word for all of that. One German word.
Even Archeron. Even Archeron Mason cave. Yeah.
Spirit.
Really specific. But he says... She, There was a noise. She seemed, concerned, but, she... doesn't want to come with, but is fine-ish with you sending her a message, as long as the time is appropriate, not like middle of the night.
The implication was I was going to do it relatively soon, so
I don't know.
No, that's true. You don't. Okay. Well, thank you. I wish you all...
Wisdom is my... No, it's not lowest stat. I lied.
This is strength, isn't it? Noodle arms. Yeah.
It's higher than yours, though.
I've got athletics proficiency, so... Anyway, it's really weird.
I'm just you in the face. Beat that!
It's fine. So I'm going to go. Thank you, Freddie, for agreeing to come to meet me. Congratulations. It is good to see you. More than surviving, you're thriving. See you're taking the magical bull by the magical horns, and striving.
Bull by the horns. You don't need to have magical to the front of that.
The Minotaur by the horns, and it's a picture of me grabbing the bull by the horns. It's a metaphor. It's
why the Minotaur? The Minotaurs are people.
Minotaurs are people too. I said, no, it's in like grabbing the bull by the horns. There's more than one bull. Listen, we're off topic. Listen, this. Okay, I'm going to go now. Thank you for coming to see me. I very much appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to get your book back, and hopefully
This took such a weird turn.
It did. Hopefully this.
Freddy looks to Drac. I agree.
Hopefully this will allow you to put some of the nightmares away to rest. Whatever. Now we know for sure what happened. I'll see if I can kill that troll.
Yeah, as you say kill the troll, stand up, he finishes his lemonade, stands up to and sort of as you go to I assume walk past him to go out, he just
Offer him a handshake.
Okay. He
slightly off center.
Yeah. He turns slightly to match it. Holds the hand, gives you a handshake and grabs your hand slightly and pulls you in to whisper in your ear.
Oh.
And he just says, "Don't die, okay?"
Oh, I never planned to.
No one plans to.
No.
I was gonna say get fucked.
Don't worry, I have a clear remember fight. Oh wait, she hates me now. Oh yeah. Crap.
Then he kicks you in the nuts and pushes you over.
Yeah, pounces me.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I'll try, Freddy, and thank you again.
He nods and lets you walk off.
Okay. Without pantsing me, presumably? We need to roll a save.
You in an alternate universe, he does.
A wheelchair.
And you think it's coming, so you move out the way, so you just look kind of stupid. You're like, no, it's fine. Freddy's just sounding like, what the fuck? Jumping back in, we'll say, okay, yeah. Let me ask. For the three people who were with Mason the whole time, so Cass, Maeve, and Slap. Is there anything you're doing while Arshon and Drac are coming over? It'll be about 25 minutes.
This is awkward.
So about that.
Death.
I spy.
No, Cass is going to take out small boxes, but a little bit of curry in them and rice and stuff like that. Okay, here I have this. Slap, you have one too.
If only I could eat.
And while they're eating and waiting for the others.
Wait, can he? No, I'm not going to ask that. That is a slippery slope that leads to. I was going to ask if he could possess me so he could eat.
No, don't do that.
It's only very specific ghosts that have possession abilities.
Okay. I was going to say that is a slippery slope that is not going to be a good thing, especially when he finds out.
Yeah. While they're eating, Cass is going to ask him. So, what do you make of this situation? All of it, I mean.
Ask me?
At both of you. Slap and Maeve. While we're eating, so you can have your curry, don't worry.
I would say how she heated up, but she's a fire cleric. She can just
Yeah. I think it's a difficult situation for sure, and I'm not sure. Was I in Leanne's position? How I'd feel?
I could have a cold one.
Well,
it's just slab. Cracking open his liquid cheese toasty.
Splendid.
He's obsessed with cheese toasties, or grilled cheese, but not that obsessed. The texture's going to be awful.
Well, the possibility of something similar
if
happening
anything,
to us.
I was going to say, the joke. If anything, it is steel brew.
It's not iron for it's steel barrier.
But Maeve, the possibility of something like that happening to us is actually quite big.
What do you mean?
We're going against more dangerous creatures and entities. Let's say that something kills me, and you'll survive the fight. There's nobody to bring me back. I don't think. I'm the only one who knows Revivify. Or someone doesn't want to be revived. We could maybe end up similar to this.
Similar to what do you mean, bitch? I'm fine. You got it.
Wait, who said that? No, just kidding. But the guilt of someone dying and not being able to bring them back, breaking apart the group.
I think Maeve would have like a spoonful of curry and like just put it back in the bowl and sort of like.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I should have waited until we finish the food.
Yeah, I'm not hungry anymore. This is kind of sad. Slab's like, oh.
You finishing that?
No,
don't worry. Yeah, okay, well. Oh, wait, I prepared the more spicy version for Maeve because she... Oh, too late.
Oh.
Next, she's the only other person who can handle the spice.
Yeah.
Well, after
Sorry
another...
if I ruined your lunch, Dave.
After another awkward 10 minutes of...
Well, can we, like, maybe Slab can cast Fly and fly down the hole and see if there's a way out? While we're waiting.
If you're up to it.
Or I could just cast Levitate on myself and...
We could
How are you get back out?
Archeron does have Arcane Eye, remember?
Wait, how far down is it?
You can't see
That's the thing, isn't it?
So more than 40 feet?
Yes. Significantly more.
Well, couldn't we send your... Maeve, couldn't we send your familiar down there?
Well, I was thinking that.
Cat looks at you and just stares at you, Cass.
Well, to begin with,
hey,
as in like...
hey, you can't die! Don't look at me like that!
I'm going to kick like a moderately large stone, and just wait for to see if you can hear like a splash.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Oh
wait, no!
This is what happened in Lord of the Rings.
I know.
Yeah, I just said that my brain was like slow motion, like no.
Because the thing is in like you got a thing as in like it's either that or if you were going to cast Levitate, you're going to land on it yourself.
Well, yeah, but you can fly out, so that's why I said you should cast Fly.
Yeah, but it's the same thing, isn't it? Though.
No, because you can choose which direction you fly in. I only levitate
Levitate's up and down.
No, but I want about as in because if it is down there and it spots you, or spots me.
Can't somebody make you invisible? Do we not have an invisibility thing?
I do.
Slap has both of them.
Both concentration.
Yeah.
Well, then we can't do it then.
Exactly. So that's why the stone is the better option because obviously we're not down there. But I'm not going to do it because just in case.
I mean, stone's full all the time.
Wait, Mason.
What?
You're not pushing Mason.
No, can Mason not go down there and come back up? He's a ghost. Can he not do the like?
I'm scared of the dark and don't want to help you.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry. I'll cast daylight.
I know, Mason. I know that's not you talking. I know that's Asher. Asher, you're a bitch.
I mean, I have always.
And I said it in Maeve's voice, so it hurts
for like
more.
a year now. We're inside of a cave. How much light is coming in here? Isn't it always dark?
No, it's not like fully dark. I don't know. It's fine. I mean, I always pictured that other than specific ghosts, they have to like locked somewhat to where they died. But
I can only stand in this spot.
yeah, I have like a 10-foot radius. What do you want me to do?
Life or afterlife.
Yeah, they're like locked to their room or the building, or that's what I always picture.
Wait, actually,
That's
I could cast light on the stone, and we can just drop it, and we could actually see where it sort of ends.
Yeah, but we run into the same predicament if the stone lands on the troll's head.
Oh, it just looks so.
Well, then they just knock him out. It's fine.
Yeah, see, it's a one-shot kill.
It's not like didn't the Mythbusters do the penny from the Empire State Building thing?
Yeah,
and it didn't do anything.
Yeah,
it was like ow. Anyway, surely this is just a scaled up version of that with a troll and a rock.
It's not a boulder.
Maybe we need a bigger rock.
we need Sion to push a bigger rock.
There's always a bigger rock. But if you're not,
Maeve, don't let me ruin your day. Have some more curry. I also have orange slices, in case something happens and you go into your... Yeah.
If you don't take the chef's feet when next you can,
True.
there's a mistake somewhere. It's the character sheet.
Cooking utensils.
Anyway, carry on.
I'll think about it.
You got like 3 levels to think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
some
that's
orange
level 12,
slices if you would
right?
prefer that.
Yeah.
I also have an apple. I can also make apple slices, and I have a pear.
It's so funny to me that if
Make
Cass,
apple slices.
if Cass and Laffy met, it is literally like sun and moon.
Yeah,
Because Cass is like sunny days, warm weather, like fucking like hot curry, like what I mean, cold drinks, and Laffy's like warm cookies, hot chocolate, like curling up in front of a fire. Like they're so similar and yet so polar opposite. It's just brilliant.
Oh yeah, but Cass has a temper. Don't forget about that.
Oh, so does Laffy. Did you not hear
yeah,
the
fair enough. But Laffy wouldn't be. I would have killed you. Well, not yet at least.
But you spend the next however long discussing plans, probably not doing them.
Wait,
for
very
fear of-
important question.
Yeah.
Which slices that Maeve take? The apple, orange, or pear ones?
Apple.
Surely apple, yeah. Orange is just a bitch to open, and no one likes pears, let's be honest.
Pears are only good for about 35 seconds.
Pears are awful.
The pears are in case I don't have any more apples.
That's fair.
And they've got to be certain to pair as well.
Yeah.
Because they're just like mushy apples.
No, I like them when they're really like.
Dude, you're
hard,
not eating the right pears.
Yeah.
Well, probably not, because I don't eat
Conference
pears.
are often like soggy. I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I only
Yeah,
like
you're
a
missing
specific.
out, dude.
I only really like a specific type of apple anyway. I just like the green apples, the really sour ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
Elstar.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
So like, pears
I like
just
the pink
like
ladies at the
opposite.
minute. Pink ladies. are
Again.
dope. Who are you talking to then?
Did you say I like pink ladies at the
Yeah, the
minute?
pink lady apples. Yeah.
I didn't click that you were talking about the apple for a
I
second.
also like pink ladies. I don't.
Anyway, moving on. Drac and Archer on
I
her.
like sunburned
ladies.
ladies.
Yeah, Archer walks into the room, fucking disco likes appear. He like
Oh,
struts
gosh.
in. What up, bitches? I'm back. No, he doesn't.
Oh yeah, so you guys would enter.
Could you imagine? Before we enter the cave. Sorry. Before we enter the cave, I imagine the walk there. Archon's been like quiet, reflective. And get there, like he stands outside the cave for a moment, takes a big, and then steps inside. I've also taken the liberty of preparing that spell. I hope that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So for some reason, I prepared a ritual. I don't know why I bother doing that. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know why I did that. It's silly. But so he prepares the altering aura spell just in case, even though it says concentration to a spot you can see. But we'll just gloss over that for now. Yeah, it's just fine. Don't worry about it.
Hey,
so
don't get on me about my fucking homebrew.
No.
There's
Yeah, you
what
can't cast
can
it. Yeah.
see.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
Oh no! Wait, no, because it's altered on self, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not talking bullshit. I'm sure it's just C in there somewhere.
If it does, I just copy and paste what you wrote, altered a few bits.
Yeah,
So,
the absolute
you're the
drivel.
problem.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I am the problem. I'll post it to the VTT. I think it's a cool spell. I was really pleased with the idea of it. I come up with some pretty fun spells recently. I thought some pretty fun ones.
Some
but
of them.
I like them. especially like the basically the fucking arcane bowling ball one.
It might come up. We'll see.
Yeah.
Can't you just say I'm gonna cast AAA?
Yeah. Triple A said, baby. He's very happy. I was very happy with the alliteration of it. So, okay. So he enters. He announces his presence by probably walking with a heavy tread. Thump, thump, thump.
Also,
thump,
Drac.
Also, Drac. Drac, you're here. Drac announced me to the room. Lord Archer on
Why
it.
the fuck would I?
No. Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to lighten the mood. Okay, well,
Dun, 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 dun.
It's the
it's been a hot moment since I've been hit. See that spot there, and he points like over here because he's looking through Porridge's eyes at the moment. I nearly died there.
Does Mason have any reaction to seeing Archeron?
Mason would look up to see Archeron. Obviously, only Maeve can see him. But would look up to see Archeron. And that'd be like a soft smile. Like a fond smile. Obviously, Archer can't see shit. Literally. Yeah. But,
I would say to Mason, is there anything you'd want me to tell him?
I don't know.
Probably a good idea to save it.
I can't even imagine when like Maeve's talking to the ghost, like she has like a particular like stance, like body language. Yeah. Like when Archeron like porridges out, like his head kind of falls back and his mouth gets slack. But I just picture like everyone else is kind of like sat around awkwardly, and for some reason I'm picturing Mason like floating about 10 feet off the ground. So Maeve just like staring up at him.
No, he'd be like eye level.
Eye level, okay. So he's going to go over to stand. Get directed over to
Archer. Do not fall.
Yeah, well, no, but he's looking through Porridge's eyes at the moment. Okay. And he heads over, over there, and he goes, "Thank you. I really wish one of you had sending because that 75 gold I just pissed away, but it's fine. It's fine. Maybe I don't need gold anyway, really, I suppose. But yes, so you said Mason's here. And he kind of like looks at, he faces the general area. I was looking at my spells because I was looking to, I'm sure there was a way in D&D to share senses, but it turns out it's only gaze of the two minds. Warlock thing, yeah. And so he just kind of like looks in the faces in the general direction, turns to Maeve to look for, not look for clarity, but like, is this correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, Mason.
5 feet to the right.
Okay. Maeve, if you just repeat verbatim.
She would, before he goes over, she would like whisper in Archeron's ear that Mason thinks the troll killed him. So tread carefully because you're about to reveal some,
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for keeping it. But if you want to just repeat verbatim, unless he says anything mean. No,
you mean okay.
Yeah. Okay. Why? I do love a three-way conversation. Is this what it's like when you want me to cast sending to people? You just think, oh God, yes. got miss the middleman. Right. Well, it's fine. It is what it is. Mason, assuming you can hear me, I suppose I suppose if you can't, I will await Maeve to let me know to tell me to shut up because otherwise I'm literally talking to the air. But it's about expressing things. So Mason, this is quite awkward. I'm so sorry. sorry that I led you in here. I'm sorry that I left you in here. I'm sorry I didn't come back. I'm sorry I left Freddy and I left Leanne here. And Freddy, Freddy and I have spoken. I have not spoken to Leanne yet, but I just wanted to know that I think about you all the time, every day, and I think you need to know what happened, and Leanne needs to know what happened when you were hurt and the troll had wounded you. Something from inside took over, and it was me who, well, not me, but something using my bodies and my body and my skills and my ability.
Sorry, it was the word skills.
My mad skills that pay the bills.
My radical skills.
Yeah, I did a toe grind 360.
As Ashton's talking, Mason just gives like a slow blink to Maeve, like, what the fuck? No.
Does that thing where it's like with his hand, like wind it up, skip to the end.
Rolls his eyes.
Yeah. It's just like the duck hand with his like blah blah blah.
And this bitch never shuts up.
Yeah, but some things never change. And this creature that took over, that we've exercised and destroyed it, but it was me who did. It was me that killed you, though it wasn't truly me. It was this thing that used me, and I want you to know that I'm so sorry. And if it's any solace, it occurred to me as I was talking to Freddy, as we saw, if it's any consolation, I think the creature, because it wasn't targeting you yourself, it was just lashing out in rage. The creature drove off the troll, so Freddy didn't die. So if that's any consolation, Maeve, I couldn't see his face, even if I could see.
He gives like, especially he was obviously like nodding along to what you were saying, and as you say that last bit, his response is something along the lines of, "I'm glad that the two of you are safe, and it means you got out and the memories are still there. So I'm happy that I got to experience them, and that you got to keep experiencing them."
I will repeat that.
Okay, thank you. So I promised that I would let Leanne know. I've not spoken to her yet. I would let her know if you were here. And so I will let her know. I don't know where she is. She said she may be busy, but it's important. If she decides not to come for reasons of convenience and the DM maybe not wanting to do two voices, which is totally fine, would you like me to pass on a message to her? Because I will.
He thinks. And he says, "If you could just let her know that I'm glad she's alive, and I hope she finds her way.
Okay. With that in mind, Artron is going to quickly cast Sending to Leanne, saying, "Oh, wait, this is okay. This is so awkward. Let me just make sure I've got enough spell slots." I went 25 heavy. I've got one.
You could have. I would say you could have used Arcane Recovery when you were.
Oh, okay. I've got enough. As long as she doesn't want a fucking conversation. I'm
gonna ask for so many sentences.
Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna sit back. He's gonna send a message. Something along the lines of, "Artron here. Hope you're well."
It's okay.
Artron here. Hope you're well. Hoping this sending finds you in a suitable. No, see, we're in the cave and we are able to speak with Mason. If you want to come along, we'll wait for you so you can speak to him through a friend. XOXO.
There is a long pause, and you're like, is she ignoring me? Does she read my text?
Maybe she's asleep.
She left you unread.
Did she not read my? She did read my text and then just ignore me? Did she listen to the voice message? But then, trying to think.
Go fuck yourself running, you specky twat.
The reply is, I put that all behind me, Artron. I'm busy trying to push forward, so it's like a long pause in the middle, like a good 10-second pause where she's trying to find the words. And then there's no continuation. The only thing you hear is, bye.
So he's like, so no head, I guess. Okay.
Oh, God. Somehow that comes soon. She's like,
so he looks a little bit a little bit crestfallen. Okay. So he kind of receives that. So he's just, when you waiting for an email to send in a place with not very good signals, just like, one moment, please. Ooh.
Yeah, you're essentially waiting for
well, let's say I send that as soon as we got there, so it's not interrupting the flow of the conversation. But the so he gets a response. Yeah, hold please. He goes. I think, Mason, it may comfort you to know that Leanne is trying to move forward and not dwell on the past. So she is living. She isn't. I don't think she's wallowing like I did for so long. So I will speak to her face to face. I will pass on your message. But I wanted you to know what truly happened. And how I'm trying to be a better person than I was, because I ran from this in terror, and then when I heard you died, I ran from my friends in shame, and every step I took, it became harder to turn around until I was consumed by it, and I thought there was all that was left to me was porridge and Drac, and then I met these my friends, and one of them isn't here, but you're not missing out on much. And with them, I'm trying to be better. I'm not there yet, really. But I won't make the same mistakes again. And hopefully that it doesn't bring you back, but it means I can take something from it. Other than the memories, which I'll treasure.
Obviously, you can't say it, but for Maeve, he nods and would say, just keep moving forward, whichever direction that is. You've found friends, and whether things change or stay the same, time keeps moving, and just keep trying to be happy. Because you're living, there's no point in being sad.
I'll try. We may be back to... I don't know if the troll's still here. I told Freddy would try to kill it. I hope everyone's with me on that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we need to find it first.
We have a bird. I can send my bird in. I have Arcane Eye. There are things I can do to find it. I presume it's in this big hole in the floor.
Yeah, it's better than our plan that we had.
What is your plan?
Don't worry.
You really want to know?
No, it's fine. Carry on.
Okay, well, I mean, I can. I don't want
in the cave stays in the cave.
I have. Okay, I'm going to pick up a rock. Any old? I actually have Arcane Eye. I'm pretty sure I do. Let me just make sure before I. Arcane Eye. Where is it? What the fucking spell level is Arcane Eye? 4th. Maybe I haven't got it. What?
I think it's 3rd or 4th.
1 second.
I should have been cheating this whole time.
No, I thought. Hang on, 1 second. I thought I did have it. 1 second.
Did you not prepare it?
I think it's a ritual. Okay.
I don't think Arcane has a ritual.
It doesn't sound like a ritual.
No, it's not a ritual. Okay, I do have it. I just don't have it prepared. Okay, I don't have it prepared. I thought it was for some reason. I thought it was a ritual. I got it to go to the Scar of the Land, specifically the Scar of the Land. So I didn't have it prepared today. Okay. That's a little bit awkward, but I do have a porridge.
Porridge looks like bitch.
Yes. Would you mind?
Well, now that we're all here, Maeve, do you mind if I do the light on the pebble thing?
Well,
I mean, I have a bird. We don't need to throw pebbles in.
Can your bird does your bird have dark vision?
Well, I will share my senses, so my senses will go through porridge, and so yes.
You're blind.
I will send. Well, I can see through porridge's eyes, though. Also, I could potentially send Rayod. Also, why the fuck are you here? If all you're going to do is bitch and moan.
Say that to Kaz.
No.
I would like to cast what was it called? Wall of Fire.
Killing everyone.
No, I mean, like, I could send Rayod in. There's a number of ways I can see what's in there. Rayod has like, the spellbook thing does have like special visions.
It does produce light.
I mean, we're making noise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Rayod is like it's not a resource we have to worry about. Like, and I think my reluctance for chucking a pebble in when there wasn't any other option was not the fact that we were chucking a pebble in. It was more that there was only 3 people there. And one of them specializes in dealing damage that is not going to be a 0 issue to the troll. That was my main concern. So I can send Rayod in. I'm just looking to see what it does have.
I think it just produces light.
Yeah, it glows like that. Hang on, right. You can use when you cast a wizard spell. Yada. I can't see it, but I
don't
basically
think it technically has visual stuff, but we've sort of changed it slightly so he can look around and shit.
No, you can you share your
No, you
senses
share
through it,
your
but-
senses, but it doesn't have senses of its own. I think it's just
Let
like
me
it
have a
can
look.
see. It can see as
Oh,
like
okay.
if that makes sense. Like it would see as a person would see, but like yeah.
I think it just casts lights, and it must be that it just casts Manifest Mind. Here we go. Whenever you cast a wizard spell, Spectral Mind, 300 feet away from you, yada. Conjure the mind as a bonus action. Tiny spectral object. Intangible, doesn't occupy space, sheds dim light. Can see, hear, and has dark vision up to 60 feet.
Okay.
Mind can telepathically share what it sees, no action. When you cast a wizard, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna pull Rayod from the book and chuck him down the hole.
Kobe! Yeah, you where's the Rayod token? There it is. Yeah, so you chuck him down the hole as he begins to like slowly float down spectrally.
I hate you.
Yeah.
You're a bitch.
What you done this for?
How far down do you send him?
You can go 300 feet.
He does not get to the bottom.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, okay. He can go 300 feet, but he
And how
can
much dark
see
vision?
360. Dot.
The bottom.
Oh God. Okay. One moment, please.
Yeah, he goes down.
Do you
and
see anything?
Yeah, that's a good point. So as you're going down, that sort of the stone like statues and stuff that are along the walls, which are like ancient, sort of like carvings and stuff. They sort of fade into sort of. I'm not going to change the map. I'm just changing it so I can see what it is to better describe it. They're like carved dirt stone walls with these carvings or like what's the word, like engravings throughout it with wooden beams sort of spiral down, and Artrum would know that this was like partially excavated for like archaeological research. So Artrum will be able to make out that there are like points that are there are like wooden beams for people who would have been there to walk down. I don't think Red would see the bottom. However, he would. I'm just now looking at the map. I can tell you a bit more. There are a few torches as he goes down that do give off a bit of light, as well as.
Sorry, there are lit torches.
Far down. Yeah.
Okay.
The lit torches about. I can probably tell you. Hold on. About 150 feet down.
So about 450 feet.
So it's so about 150 feet down from the top where you guys.
Oh right, okay.
There are torches. He sees 3 of them all together that sort of go down like the spiraling wooden walkway, and then at the very bottom there would be a pale yellow-orange light coming from like a gap in the wall, which you can't get far enough down to actually reach because it seems to be like just out of the vision. You can just see the point of light, and sort of there he can also make out.
1 second.
He can make out from that yellow-orange light what appears to be water at the bottom.
Okay. How far down is that? Just out of interest.
It's out of his range. Let me hold on. Don't have his character sheet up.
I guess then.
I can grab it. Hold on. I'll just have him make a intelligence check. Hold on.
He technically can cast guidance through him if he needs it, but it's a very finite resource that I don't want to waste on a fucking guidance.
23.
Oh, not 23.
Lovely. About 400 feet.
Okay. About 400 feet down. Okay.
So it's 700 feet down?
400 feet total.
Total, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we have rope?
Can I just say?
No.
Can I just say? Fuck you guys! I had to get a calculator to figure out how long it would take a stone to fall down. You guys didn't drop a fucking stone.
Well, no, that's because I was literally about to giggle the same thing.
And the stone fell down. Oh no!
It's fine.
So presumably it would take
5
less
seconds.
than a minute to fall down that distance, right?
It takes about 5 seconds for a 1 kilogram stone to fall back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because technically, I can get down there and back up, but only I could do it, and I couldn't do it today. I'd have to wait till tomorrow.
Also, like you can.
Oh,
like
no!
there's a-
1 second. How
we have
wide is the
Periphalon-
hole?
Great question.
It's
Why?
30 by 30, right?
It's like 50 by. It's
Fif-
you know.
And
It's
is it
wide
like-
enough.
Is it that width
It's
or
wide
about that
enough.
width the whole way down?
I mean, pretty much. If anything, it gets
Okay.
wider.
So okay, so Archon's going to turn to
Oh,
everybody.
nice!
So gentle
Ralph
focus,
floats
fire.
back up.
Yeah, I summon him back. I mean, he doesn't need to. I can just dissipate him and then resummon him if he wants.
I
but
one
it's
didn't like
disappointing.
cool. Fuck you.
Okay, no, that's fine. He rises from the deep. Oh,
I'm back.
what's
It's
the
like
saying?
seeing
Okay,
Hercules.
no, I can get us all down there and us all back up as well if you wish to go down.
Does the
How?
down part like include a kick in the back to fall down, or
Well, it's Featherfall. We'd all stand in when we jump and I cast Featherfall, and we'd descend without issue. Getting back up, I can't tell you with a great deal of accuracy what's at the bottom. I can't be 100% sure, but Featherfall, we land without hurting ourselves as we hit the physical floor. However, if we land in a vat of acid or fire, awkward. With regards, with regards to getting us back up, I'm fairly confident that I could carry you back up if I were to polymorph into a creature, and then do some laps up and down.
can't like
An hour.
slab cast dimension door?
That's only for one other person.
Yeah, that's one other
Oh,
person.
okay.
I mean,
Um,
anything that stopped me doing, like as I say, laps up and down, up and down, up and down. But I could do that.
Also, like, it'd be a bit difficult to get this first, probably, 50 to 100 feet down, but Railed saw a walkway that you could walk up, like, to get
Yeah, there's
at least halfway.
yeah, there's also a walkway, but I mean, backflip sounds pretty cool, right? No, well, these are the. So my plans were, and as I say, we don't need to do this today. In fact, I think Sidon would want to join us.
Today.
I also, if we could take a
Mason's
short.
chanting that.
Oh, okay. So I don't hear it.
No, sorry. Rail's chanting that, so only
Oh,
you
okay.
hear it.
Only I hear
Well,
it. Yeah.
I agree that we should probably. I know a few of you at least aren't fully
I'm not combat ready.
juiced. I also
That sounded very weird.
I know. I would also like to take a look around the town and see if there is a jeweler. Mason wanted me to get this necklace repaired and given to Leanne.
Oh, his
you
amulet.
need a tinkerer for that, not jewelry.
Well, someone
bit
who
of
could
both.
fix it.
Sorry. And I also want to find maybe magical armor for myself, if possible.
You do know a great magical armor.
I know, but I haven't been giving the time to go to it yet.
No, I know.
So, presumably, would have seen the thing before the amulet.
Yeah, I had it written down that if Archer
yeah.
on the stage, recognize it immediately.
Would realise that the bit that's missing is the really expensive black opal.
Most of it. So it's
Yeah.
like you can. It's like, but maybe like altogether a third of it there, so you can see a bit of the silver on the outside with a bit of the black opal, but you would need the rest of the outside and the black opal, and like most of a black opal.
This
you
is
were
like
to fix
this is like the ship of Theseus. Will it be the same?
That's the amulet of Mason.
Yeah, the amulet of Mason. Potentially, where was this found?
She'd point to. She'd point to the waterfall where Cass and Slab found it.
It could be the. Well, you set me off. You already know. I'm not even there.
Sorry.
It could be the mace, the
God damn you!
amulets, the pieces that are missing have fallen down the shaft, I know I couldn't afford a black opal. But no, could I hold on to it?
Can I look at Mason for confirmation that that's okay?
He like shrugs. Yes.
Bitch, I'm dead. I don't care.
So he if he's cool with it, yeah, I'll hand it over.
Thank you.
You could, bro.
Well, I have to respect the dead. That's kind
No,
of
that's true,
Nate's
that's
whole
true.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
sure, take it.
So
I'm not
if-
gonna ask the
if Shannon
guy.
dies, you would respect him more.
Well, at least he'd be quiet.
Wouldn't,
Not for
No,
me.
yeah,
Carries on the way he's going, he's gonna fucking die.
yeah.
Don't
Anyway.
worry, I have
Um,
2 diamonds.
Oh, great.
Okay, so you take it off, and he'll put it. Oh, and he's already wearing a necklace. He's gonna look like fucking Mr. T if he puts on another.
You've got
Like,
like
he's
2
got
necklaces.
loads of bling. I pity the fool. So he's gonna put it on. And, like,
form of dead in front of you.
yeah, put it on like underneath his shirt, so it's like close to his close to the skin. Be
Very
like,
cool.
well, yeah. Oh Jesus Christ, Jesus crazy. It's yes, okay. It's like brain freeze, but for the chest freeze. Yes, okay. Chest freezer. Titty chill, I think is the medical term. Okay.
I don't think that's the medical term, but sure.
Well, I have proficiency. I do not have proficiency in medicine, so I just have to take your word for it, Drac.
Use a hero point, make it canon.
Rayo does as it's not.
Rayod agrees with me. It is the right thing, and he does have proficiency, and only I can hear him. So okay,
This is a 17 hit, Archeron. Sorry, 25. You're blind. I'm not joking.
It's got to 25 hits. What was I going to say?
You get a
ow,
combo.
okay. So Rayod does not say that it's titty chill. That's fun stuff. My speed is
He's just got an
reduced by 10.
icicle sticking out of his arm.
Yeah.
You said it's somewhat chill.
Yeah. That was the back titty chill. Okay, so
You get another one.
Ridiculous chillamus.
yeah. Okay, right. So Mason, farewell. We'll.
He's not going to go anywhere until we get Leanne that necklace.
I know. I was suggesting we leave, unless you want to hang out in this cave for.
Okay.
It's pretty chill. Wait.
It's probably time I tell you one of the fun things about this whole spirit situation, and that is they kind of stick around until I what's the word I'm looking for?
You complete that particular
All
side.
their unfinished business.
Fulfill their request.
Okay.
Yes.
You complete the delivery quest. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
God,
think
I
you've-
have a question. If I turn on dead, would that do anything to spirits?
Yeah.
What would it do?
Turn them. That's the spell.
It's my class feature.
No, I know it's Chant Divinity. It
Please
turns
don't
Yeah.
make this person an undead.
No, because it says I turn on dead, but I don't know what that means.
It means they
It means
rush away
they
from you.
run away from you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if they're
It doesn't mean that you turn undead. If that's what you're asking.
No,
No, 'cause
I think it
I
should
think
be.
I think at your level as well, it's like
I
destroy
think,
or
I
annihilate.
think
or
it's
something
like
that.
1D. It's
yeah,
like
there's one
half or
destroy on
something.
dead, so CR 1 or lower.
yeah, so yeah. Well, he would be higher than that, but yeah, turn dead. It just means they like actively run away from you, like until they.
Oh,
succeed at
okay.
taking
So
damage or
basically,
something.
like fear,
Yeah.
Yeah.
more than that. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of shit, but
Oh, it's all right.
Can
but
be
it's
useful
so level,
occasionally.
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. The destroy one's good against like hordes of zombies, but like other than that,
I've seen it used
Oh
pretty
shit!
well
I should have
in Baldur's
included the
Gate.
necromancer in the backstory then.
I think all clerics get it.
Yeah,
the channel domain.
All clear. Yeah, it's channel.
It's
It's
like
that
the
one
default.
plus the special one.
Yeah. Okay, so I suggest then we get out into the sunshine and do a little bit of living.
Wow.
As Mason said. Is that not what he said? I'm pretty sure that was that was the vibe, right? Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was just funny.
Okay. Thank you, May, for being the courier there. That must have been a little bit awkward for you. So
Katz was the courier.
Very used to it. Don't worry.
Okay. How did he seem? I know he I can't say he seemed well. Calm. Okay.
He seemed sort of at peace. I think the only thing holding him back is the heirloom.
It makes sense. It was very dear to him and been in his family for years. So there's a way, perhaps, if we are struggling to find it. I don't want to call on Freddy again, but I don't know if you.
What the fuck?
No. Just because he has this compass that can direct him to something that he wants, his heart's desire. And if we're struggling to find the pieces, I think it would be. I think he would let us. He would show us where we needed to go. So that's an option, but I think our best bet would be to try down the old hole.
This is outside of character. Did we use some like a locate object to find different parts of a broken hole?
You did before?
Yeah.
You could like an object if you're trying to find the other pieces would work. I'd allow it.
Okay. Well, if that doesn't work, we can just do the locate object thing.
If that's
we
okay,
just
of
do
course.
that instead of asking a guy that clearly doesn't want anything to do with us.
Well,
He also said,
sorry, Maeve, go ahead.
I don't know if I'm metagaming. Would Archeron have told us about the conversation he had with Freddy?
I think as you left, because I've got it in my notes that they left on like reasonable terms the second time around.
Just because in that conversation, I'm being very metagamey, he said he doesn't want to go back to the cave. And obviously for him to find the pieces, he'd have to come here.
True. True. I mean...
He could be convinced. That was the persuasion check that he failed.
That's true.
Well, it's more like maybe he wouldn't want to lend it to us, but he'd be amenable to at least discussing it. But if the locate object option is on the table, then I'd very much appreciate it.
I don't have locate object, but sure.
Oh, sorry. Who did then?
I think it was cast, but it's a prepare.
Wait, what? Hold
I
on.
think clerics get locate
I don't
object.
remember it being me.
I just double check. I don't think it was me.
I do have locate object.
There you go.
I just don't have it prepared. Sorry, I didn't think I would have it as cleric. I can have it prepared tomorrow.
I think then, it's like what, like early afternoon, mid afternoon.
Yeah, I would say mid afternoon.
Well, we just had
like,
lunch.
Like 4 o'clock.
Well, you were in the cave
some of
for
us had
a
lunch.
little while. Yeah, I had a tiffin. It was great. They do Rocky Road at Bevan's as well, at the Rock and Roll Cafe. It's really good. But if there's I did want to pop into the shopping. What was her name? The Cobra lady.
God.
Oh crap! I
I
don't
believe
know.
I don't think it was mentioned in time.
I don't think it was. I think I mentioned it to you afterwards.
Yeah, I can't find it.
It was where the fuck do I have it in my notes?
I
think it was Ithis.
Isith. Okay.
It's
That
like
must be
very
so
snaky.
hard for her to say. Isith.
Ithis.
Yeah. Hello, Rusty. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Okay.
Where the fuck is the shopping area in my notes? I can't find it.
Yeah, so I did want to pop into Ithis' Cobra shop.
It was Cobra's Draft was the name of the shop.
Cobra's Draft, thank you. Thank you, memory. I got the Cobra bit.
It was rare.
Yeah. Thank you, Red. I want to unload some of the alchemy bits that I've picked up. So I haven't
There
used
are
them.
some other shops.
And there are some other shops that I'm going to open my mouth, and the sounds that come out will sound not in my voice.
There is Brass's Baubles and Bits, which is like a random magical item shop. There is Sparkplug's Cave, which is like an insane goblin tinkerer artificer shop. There is the Midnight Needle, which is a like a high-end magical fashion shop. There is the Crimson Bone Armory, which you've been to, and Cobra's Draft.
I want to go to the fucking fashion shop.
Same, yeah.
Why did I not hear about this
I did
before?
say it last time.
I did. I would have definitely like alerted you to the this fine coat that I've worn.
When I gave the list last time, I did say it.
Yeah, this fine coat that I have. And remember how nice my first set of shoes were. Were you there for the first set? I remember paying 10 gold for a set very early on.
That's a
Yeah,
lot
like the
shit
first
ton of money
session.
for
It was like
shoes.
session 1 or 2, yeah. I think.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to brag, but I think Midnight's Needle really did really set the bar for what elegance could be for Archeron. So I promise you. I mean, you don't take this wrong. You are a fabulous Glowsworth. Anything would look good on you. A sack would work, but this place is chef's kiss.
Guys, you should go. The shopkeeper's really cool.
Okay.
Well, if God demands it,
Hey, not all of you. I'm just saying.
not you,
Then
the other
let's
God.
never
the better
go there,
one.
so he can't use the character.
Oh.
There's a few places I want to go. Is there a specific? This can sound really stupid, but so I'm assuming the answer is a yes. Is there a shop that sells magical scrolls and bits and bobs, specifically just scrolls and shit?
In the library, there's a scroll section.
The library. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go there at my leisure later.
So where you go?
Midnight Needle.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Duh.
I'll follow just because I want to see this.
Yeah, so you head over to the Midnight Needle. It is higher up, obviously on the ravine. There's like different levels of like shops, like literal levels. It's higher up, sort of very close to the bridge here that goes across like the library area to the Aetherstone area. It's almost like nestled in that sort of crook of it. So you have to go up like a few steps. There's an elevator that like lifts you up a little bit more. And you can see that the shop is made of this sort of dark stained wood with these sort of dark like blue, purple, black drapes that sort of flow in the wind a little bit. And as you walk in, you don't see a shopkeeper. But you can see that there are multiple mannequins that have like various like dresses, cloaks, robes, finely tailored suits, things like that. And you see, as you walk in, there's like a very low like bell, like the ding of the bell, but it's like lower than it should be. And yeah, and you sort of, there's like one other person in the shop. They're clearly not the owner. They're like browsing some of the selection. People with a decent passive perception, doesn't really matter who for this, would see that above you is a form that appears to be upside down, weaving something in like their hands, and you can see what appears to be it almost at first looks like a a hammock, but you instead realize it's two leathery, slightly furred bat-like wings that are like draped across two of the things to make it look like a hammock. And you see two sort of pale white, slightly blue eyes look over at you as you walk in. And without like blinking or like looking away, they sort of turn so they're the right side up, hanging by one of the claws on the end of their wings, and then you see it's like almost terrifying. And then
this is not creepy at all.
and then there's like a drop, and you're expecting like, what the fuck is this? And then you see this very cutesy looking chiropteran like looks at you with these massive eyes and like this like blue skin, massive ears, like the furred wings behind with like a mop of hair, being like, so what can the Midnight Needle do for you today?
Roll for the initiative.
Maeve's just gonna turn to her trying to be like, I love her.
From what I remember, she was pretty hot. I'm so glad
I don't
Simon's not
think
here.
I ever been in here, to be honest.
No,
No, you haven't.
Never mind.
I would remember you.
Oh, Drac.
Creepy, but okay.
I
No,
have a
not
question.
creepy.
I think she's flirting
I
with
think
you.
she's into you, Drac. Yes.
You have a
Jack's
question.
like so flirting blind. He's like,
You have a
what?
question, Cleric of Solista.
If I were to buy armor, could you make like vestments to go on top or with that armor?
I could certainly do my best.
Cass going to turn towards Maeve. I really like this lady.
Would I know this lady's name?
Yeah, Fia. Fia.
Fia. Fia. Hello, Fia. I'm not sure if you recall Archeron.
Yes, I recall.
Oh, excellent. Nice to make a good impression, I hope. I have
Either that or she's got keen mind.
I mean, you know, I think I spent a fair amount of my limited stipend here, so and
Yes,
my time.
you did. It was quite a
Spent
lot.
your student loan here.
I did, yes. One of the reasons why I now have no house.
I said that that's probably a bad idea, but he insisted.
That's how
Fashion is
that's
pain.
run.
Fashion is pain. No, so we, a collective, are soon, I hope, to be heading north. And as winter's rolling in, my current wardrobe is spring, summer, fall, and I need something winter eleganza. So something to keep out the chill. I have my boots, and he shows off his boots of the Winterland, which I will repeat for an uncommon magical item.
It's amazing.
Epic. They give me cold resistance and some other shit. Like the cold resistance by itself is good.
It's like cold resistance plus like.
Oh, I can ignore difficult terrain created by ice and snow as well. It's nuts. So they're really good, and so he shows off his little UGG boots. Well, not UGG boots. Whatever, like his cool little snow boots that are very, very stylish.
Why do you have snow boots in the middle of a desert?
Well, but it keeps. Listen, I hate having cold feet.
It keeps the sand out.
It keeps the sand out, and I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. What I want is something cloaky. You know, something that says, "Hark! Here comes not only a wizard, but a fashion-setting trend go-getter."
Fuck. Here comes a wizard, but not only a wizard who's into men.
Listen, yes, but I want something that says "Daddy likes leather." No,
Oh.
no.
Well,
It's not only a wizard, it's a bottom wizard with many
well,
roommates.
being in the desert, we don't stock as many items for the cold, but I could make something on request, and we have a quite sizable backlog of things.
Well, I just want something that's going to keep the cold out and also make me look snazzy. I was thinking maybe, if not a cloak, then perhaps a robe. I don't know. I can't remember. I obviously didn't investigate it too much at the time because of, I said, limited funds. And whilst my funds are not bottomless at the moment by any stretch of the imagination, they are slightly more substantial than the ramen and soup rations that I were on.
I see.
So, would there be anything in the vein of magical items?
Oh, of
Perhaps, that you
course.
have?
For the I'll do the special items in a second, but for basic stuff, as with a lot of the shopkeepers here, you can find any uncommon, common, or rare clothing, magical items for their normal prices here.
Okay.
The clothing ones, cloaks, boots, hats, whatever. And well, it doesn't really fit with your cold. With you going to the cold, I'm sure you could be retrofitted if any of you like any of the stuff. She points out it is like it sounds really weird, an amorphous hat that can, whatever sort of style you want for this. This encourages onlookers to view you as more well-spoken and competent in certain scenarios. And if you wear this hat, it can give you a +1 bonus to charisma persuasion checks. It just helps you be a bit more free in certain scenarios. This is gestures to sort of the cloak and sort of cape section, goes to a few of the mannequins. This is a mantle of soothing breeze, as I call it. It's a lightweight cloak that moves slightly with wind that's unseen. She does like a ooh, and it just like moves slightly. While you're wearing it, you can use an action to cast Gust of Wind once a day, and it helps if you're lightly cools you if you're in hot conditions like the desert. This is looks to cast specifically for this. You might like this. It is a capelet of luminous threads. It's woven of like golden, gilded, almost glowing strands that sheds a dim light. And while wearing it, you can cast a daylight spell once a day. And it gives you resistance to radiant damage while attuned. And finally, this is she is visibly giddy with this last one, as it's like she pulls back a what's it called? A curtain, like a dark sort of midnight blue curtain. Pulls it back and does like a ta-da, and you see in front of you a night black dress that like sparkles. It's like enchanted with the night sky. And you can see as it moves, it has like a shimmering effect in the light. Now, this is one of my priciest personal.
How much?
It is 825 gold.
Oh!
However,
can I barter? That's all of my money. Oh, why would you do this? Oh.
Have you checked how much she
What
has?
does it do, first of all?
It gives you a permanent +1 to your charisma.
As in plus, like, take it to 21.
Takes you to 21.
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously wouldn't do much if your charisma's 20. It also lets what do I have written down? Growing the wearer, increased charisma. It gives you advantage on charisma checks when you're in like a social situation, like a gathering, being like a party or an event, stuff like that. And you have advantage on. I haven't fully done all. Like these are like I have like bullet points written down. I
Do
can
you
edit.
have to be wearing it to get the +1?
Yeah.
Because I don't think fighting in a sparkly black dress is going to be a good idea.
And the mantle, the capelet, and the gown.
Just wear it underneath your armor.
And
how much was it? Sorry.
It was 825.
No. I mean the other things.
Oh, the mantle, the soothing breeze one was 125, and the capelet was 200.
Can you post them into the VTT for me, please?
I don't have them as full magic items. I just have them as like.
Could you post the bullet points in general? Then?
Yeah.
So I'll look.
Hey,
Like,
Dave.
They are like subject. I can definitely change.
I just
them a
remembered.
little bit, but
You lent me 100 gold for my diamond, so here, I'm going to give 100 gold to Maeve.
I don't think I did. Did I?
Yes, you did. Yeah,
Oh,
but when I
okay.
bought my first diamond, I had
and-
200 gold. They lent me 100.
and the hat.
Don't spend it,
are
don't
these all
play.
attunement, or are they?
The first three are.
Oh, okay.
If I like ever send stuff like that, the asterisk means serotonin.
Okay.
Before the names.
And as I'm handing the money over, I'm going to just lead it. How do you think Cassian will take the rest?
I know! That's the first thing I thought about! Okay. I have 975 gold. Can I barter or offer to do work for this lady to get the price down a bit? Is there a job that she needs doing? Does she need certain fabrics finding and collecting?
What do you say?
Let me think.
Raya, I wish to barter. No, just kidding.
I simply cannot leave without buying that dress, but it is a tiny bit out of my price range, which I completely understand because look at it. I'm wondering if there's anything that I can do to assist to maybe lower the price a little bit.
She is like thinking and says, "Well, how are you with making?" Looks around. Outfits.
I can do that. That's the one thing I can do. I have weakness tools.
Question.
And that was the point.
Jewelry tools. Would this could I help making gem decorations in the clothing itself?
Depending on the clothing, probably. Jewelry tools I always picture as more like a blacksmith adjacent thing, but I'm sure on specific
Yeah, I assume it's working with rings and gems and stuff like that.
I'm sure I think you could definitely help with some of them. I depending on the item, but this is more fabrics and things like that. But I'm sure there'd be some that has gems in them.
Yeah, yeah. So like small chains and clothing and stuff like that.
Can I when somebody's fumbling because they're really nervous, she's gonna start. When you slap your pockets to look for your phone.
Yeah.
She starts doing that and then finds her little black book and pulls it out and starts frantically flicking through the pages that I designed these and also this. I think this is beautiful, but I've never been able to find the right fabric to make it. And she's just flicking through all of these designs.
Feel look and be like, see the design that you and Holly made, which is the outfit you're wearing.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, you made this one.
But I designed it and helped make it. But the material is actually from the Feywild.
That's remarkable. She looks to the rest of you, specifically Archon, because he was only mentioned clothing, and says, well, how about this? Looking to Maeve. If you want to help me make your friend's outfit, I'm sure I can give you a deal on the gown.
Deal? Is that okay, Archon?
Of course, Maeve. My what's the word? Estimations of your bloody! I can't think of the words. Basically, he would go to you as the reference point for fashion.
Okay.
My brain is not working.
You're wearing a Maeve original right there.
Okay, Maeve, can you make me a persuasion check?
Wait, guidance
with advantage. I'll allow.
22.
Plus a D4 and a D4 if you want the other one. 24. 25.
I can give you if it's like Moonlight Mantle.
It's a bit like fella. Hey, listen. She says, well, let's see what you can do, and
That
I'm
was
sure we
me, not
can-
Maeve. Maeve would never make that noise.
I'm sure. I can
Insight check.
Maeve would make that noise in private, like with nobody else around. She'd like close the door and be like.
I'm sure I can knock something fair off the price.
Oh, okay. Should I make a check? Like a...
You two can figure that out. Because I need to figure out.
Yeah,
prices.
presumably not
Best of luck.
immediately just launching into the sweatshop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
She's just like looking at all the fabrics and be like,
she needs to figure out designs for Archon's outfit, etc., etc., etc.
Can I do like a mood board like I did with Maeve's dress?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
What?
Cass is going to tap Maeve on the shoulder, like, best of luck, and she's going to cast Enhance ability. I don't know what she would enhance because the side clothing, I don't know
It's
what
fine.
it is.
We'll
so-
figure it out, and you can say it's that one.
Brain
Yeah.
power.
Blood
James.
power activate!
What were you gonna say, James?
Well, I was just going to ask if I was to come up with try to create what I'm looking for. I don't have anything in mind just now, but if I was to say, right, I want a cloak that does X, Y, Z, like gives him access to this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Would that be doable?
She would be able to do it. It'd be, depending on the thing, pricey. But yeah, she'd be able to do it.
It would be something akin to like. Sorry, I'm hiccuping like crazy. Like a cloak that gives similar to the tattoo. Like that, either that gives him something like something to his a skill or a cantrip, or I'm assuming like a religion. Okay? Here's a question, right? Would I be able to get a cloak that gave me effectively the resilient feat for Constitution?
That would be pretty pricey, but it could be done. I'd have to figure out the price.
If it's okay, so that might be an academic question because I don't have a lot of money at the minute. I did have some, but then
how much does Archon have?
Currently, he has 375 gold.
Okay.
But I'm about this chops and changes because I need to get some new spells and I need to sell some shit. So
okay, I think with 375, I think it could probably be done. It'd probably be around that though. Like it's somewhere around the 350 to 400 range. But yeah, we'll say Maeve gets to work on that. Well, we can figure stuff out. Is there anywhere else you guys want to go? We obviously don't have to do it as long as that one because that was.
Before we leave here, though.
Yeah, go for it.
Does she have a cloak of billowing?
She has like 17.
I looked at that. Yeah, I thought about that.
Because I want one.
That's the one that just does it's just cool, isn't it? It's like action cape.
Yeah, while the wearer this close, you can use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically for 1 minute.
You can get that for 45 gold.
That's I take one.
in a style of your choice. Because she has like 17 of them for every occasion.
I will wear it and just use it immediately.
She's got one that looks like a dressing gown for nighttime.
Yes, 100%.
Maeve's getting that one.
Marilyn Monroe style.
Maeve's getting that one, so when Slab's in the kitchen making cheese toasties at 4 a.m, she can terrify him by standing in the doorway it's time for bed.
You're up past your bedtime.
The whole house smells like melted cheese. Get
Set
to your
the fire
room.
alarm off.
Whoa. The whole house?
The whole house.
It is a whole house at this point, isn't it?
WHOLE.
No. Yeah.
2? Sidon fucked a fucking succubus.
Yeah.
But that wasn't in this house.
Doesn't matter. I mean, we are the House of Whores. That's a group name.
God, please don't.
That's a group name. The
Yes,
House of
Sidon.
Whores.
Can I just say I can't? I'm vetoing that, and I.
It's the house.
And
H-O-W.
Asha allowed me to call the last adventure party the blow-ins, which he despised. And every single time it came up, I could hear him audibly sigh.
But with a house.
The house.
Yeah,
The
the
House
House
You
of
and Wherefores.
Whores.
No, because I can't write for every post The House of Horse.
No, but you can put the HOWs, the house.
Yeah, what if you call it HAUS, like house, like they do for the drag queen? I suppose that's not the problem, is it?
No,
that's not the problem.
What if you spell it WHOUR?
Well, 'cause I have to say it.
Guys, we can figure this after the fact.
Imagine the big bad being like, the House of Horse.
that's epic.
No, it's not. I have to disagree with you.
What about
okay.
the silly sluts?
Let's. Anyway,
Talk
moving
for
on.
yourself.
Is there any other place you're going? Because I know
Yes.
Archer wants to go to.
I would like to the armory. Or
Okay.
Smith.
Drac
I
will
don't
be
know,
like,
armors.
okay, I'm gonna find a different adventuring group.
Yeah, so we'll just go one by one quickly. So Archeron's going to Cobra's Draft, which is the what's the word? The
Alchemy shop.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the word. The apothecary. That's the word I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah.
And you go to is this the Yuan-Ti? And what are you selling?
So I have 3 things I could possibly sell. I have the some golden grass from Order, which can be mixed in with potions to ignore random effects, max die rolls.
Yes, to make it full,
Some shifting slime goop, which can be used as a potent acid, and some water weird goop, which can duplicate any potion. I have 2 uses of it, which is effectively a second very rare potion, which I am angling for a lot of money. Because I was looking at how much very rare potions go for. It's about 50,000 gold.
Yeah, depending on the potion, it's great. I will say, for the Order grass, you could get probably. She would give you 125 gold for it.
Okay.
For the weird goop, she'd give you like 50 because it's not that.
Yeah,
it's like acid. It's like fine, but not crazy. For one use of the what was it called? The water weird goop. Yeah. She would give you base price. She would give you. Any potion. I would say base price. She would give you 650 gold. If you want to make me a persuasion check, it could possibly be more.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, people are using guidance. I will give myself guidance. I don't have friends. So I don't have the spell friends. I have friends. I'm talking to them now. Persuasion.
I'll just talk to himself.
I'm gonna roll it. See, come on, that one. 6.
651 gold.
651 gold. Is that for both or just for
one?
For
one charge.
Oh, okay, shit, yeah.
She'd give you like 1,300 if you were to get both.
For both of them, 1,300?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool.
Yeah. 1,300. Okay, my monetary problems are no longer monetary problems.
Hey, it's very good. Like, it's a very good item. Like,
it's a really good item, but the problem I've got is that one of them by themselves is not really any good. So it's 2 of them. I know it's not the value of the money, but like just one cast of it is not substantial enough for me to do anything with it that's really interesting. So if I can sell one, I really need to sell the second one. But yeah, that's grand. That will.
It makes sense. I think in my head it's a lot, but I think it makes sense. Like,
yeah. No,
because if she was to duplicate one of her like best potions, that's not free though. Obviously, she spent the money, but like it can be crazy.
Yeah, it's great for her. Yeah. So we're both quids in. We're both that happy. High five. Does she have any like unique potions that she mentioned?
Yeah. She's got the Briarheart Salve, which gives you the effect of Bark Skin for an hour, which is the new Bark Skin, which makes your AC 17.
Okay.
For an hour. The Basilisk's Breath one. Which is a petrifying breath once you drink it. DC 13 con save. If they fail, they're restrained. If they fail by 5, they're petrified for a minute. Serpent's Grace is advantage on all dex saves and checks for an hour. Your movement speed increases by 10 feet, and you ignore difficult terrain.
Okay, I'll have to think about it. But yeah, that's the I just wanted to think the money.
Got a lot of money.
A lot of money. The other thing is, as we're leaving, his pockets, his pants sagging under the weight of all the gold in his pocket. Ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink.
Okay.
I will mention this to the group to see if anyone wants it before I try to sell it. The curse has been removed on the Blood Pact dagger, so now I can move away from it. I can get rid of it if I wanted to. I don't know if I should sell it, but if I was to sell it, this would probably be the best place to do it. This is the blade that we got from Layla, that is imbued with the dark power of the bloodstained Demon Lord Gorath, or Devil Lord. I think it's Demon Lord. Demon Lord. With it, I get a +1 to damage and damage rolls. Sorry, attack and damage rolls with the dagger, but I mainly am casting saves. Additionally, whilst attuned to the dagger, once per long rest, I can inflict damage on myself equal to double my proficiency bonus, which is currently 8 damage, and I am the squishiest in the party at the moment. And my maximum HP is reduced by that. After that, I have advantage on death saves and add a d6 to any attack rolls, strength, or constitution saving throws that I make until the end of the long rest. Now, that's pretty useful for me, but it, maybe there's other stuff out there, all the places I could look to get a cool tattoo. This would be the place that could effectively replace that without completely nuking my HP. It would take me down to 46 HP, which is pretty substantial when you're a squishy little wizard. So if anyone does want it, shout out. It is attunement.
Does Cassian have a magical weapon already?
He has.
I think he does
Something.
Oh, he's got the dagger of wounding. Yeah. He does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The one that you guys got from. Oh God, who was that? I don't remember.
What?
Wait, so it does extra damage on every hit? Because if so, this sounds like perfect for Sidon.
No, it's not. No. It's not every damage on every hit with the dagger. It's every hit. So for Slab and Sidon, this would be a +1 to damage and attack rolls. So basically, it's like a free hex.
Yeah, but Sidon already has a cool ass lance.
Yeah, this would stack with it.
Oh, okay.
Would it?
Well, yeah, because it's from 2 different sources.
Hold on. You gotta look at this match kind of behind me.
If because basically the ruling in D&D is if you set off a trap that sets off 2 fireballs, you only take 1 set of the damage. You don't take damage from both fireballs.
Attack rolls. Attack rolls are the plus to hit.
Oh right, yeah. So basically, okay. So it'll give you D6
damage rolls.
With the +1.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. In this case, you have advantage on death saves and add 1d6 to attack rolls, which is like
with
blast.
The dagger. Yeah.
If it's damage rolls, then it's the
just
damage.
Yeah. Well, the d6 to attack roll is good.
The d6 it's like a blast.
Yeah, it's good for me because it's been able to help me maintain concentration on spells. But it's a hefty price for me to pay. It's like it's more.
With more hit points.
It's like 1/10 of my HP pool is gone for me to use it. It's more than that. It's 16th of my. Yeah. It's just no wait.
That's less.
That's stupid. Yeah, it's 16% of my HP pool is gone, just by activating it, and that is a hefty price for me to pay. So if anyone does want it, shout out, because I think I can get something better, and I can already up my damage and my things with my
artificer
thing. Yeah.
I generally think we should wait to see if Sidon wants it or not.
I don't think people want it personally, but I think
we can always sell it the next session
retroactively.
I
think he has 3 attunes. I'll check.
What is attuned to?
I think he's attuned to 3 good things. Yeah. 2.5. The spear, his gi, which is the lightning one, and then the dragon vessel, which is no one's ever used it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
Yeah, maybe leave it. We'll see. He might want it.
That dragon vessel, he got that because he always
That's true. He got it before he had a hit point boost.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything else? So I know Cass wants to go to the armory.
Yeah.
I'll go with it to the armory because I need. I had asked about...
need to sell some shit as well.
Ruben's like, hey! Because this is Ruben, obviously. Ruben's like, God, what was his voice? He was like Russian. It was weird. Oh, you're back. So soon? What can I do for you?
I would like to sell a few things.
Okay, what would you like to sell?
I'm going to sell my mace, my light crossbow, and my crossbow bolts.
You're giving me your shit.
A few things.
I have a little bag of sand,
we're selling,
a small
not
knife,
giving.
and a block of incense.
You're selling me your shit. Okay. Okay, he will give you... Because they've all been, like, used. You know, they're all, like, adventuring. You know, they've been either used or moved and stuff. He'll give you, like...
they're martial weapons for a caster.
I'm aware. He'll give you, like... 100 gold for the lot. Only because Mr. Right so.
Yeah? Like 100 gold?
Yeah, for like, all of that.
Yeah? It sounds like... It looks like I'm... It feels horrible because in the thing says 5 gold for the mace, 25 for the light crossbow.
Oh!
Well, I will accept 100 gold, Thor.
I thought it was low. I thought it was more than that. He will give you... Okay, he'll give you 50 for the lot, because Drax's there. Mr. Right.
Okay.
I completely fucked the price. I thought it was higher than that.
Yeah.
Ignore me. Yeah, 50 gold because Drax. Mr. Right.
Yeah. Do you have magical medium armor?
I do. What sort of magical medium armor do you want?
What are
We
the
already
options?
have a magical medium, and points at Maeve.
Maeve's not here. Maeve's making clothes.
That was a really good joke. God damn it! Completely didn't land.
He would say, well, I mean, he has common, uncommon, and rare metal weapons and armor. So take your pick.
Okay, I'm going to real me is going to look for medium armors that I want. So give me a moment.
Yep. Anything I can do for you, Mr. Right?
Yeah, I would like to sell this, and I take out the biting battle axe from.
Okay, yeah, the ice one. Yeah.
Because no one's gonna use it ever. So.
How dare you?
Well, were we able to extract the frost crystal stuff from
I don't think it's been extracted. But once it is extracted, it's just a normal battle axe.
Okay. Okay, let's see how much he offers you for it. Because I might just buy it off you.
Is it uncommon or rare?
It's blue.
It's blue. It's rare.
Rare.
I can do this.
No, yeah, it's rare.
No,
it's a good
that's
weapon.
attacking.
I will say he would give you, because it also is like a special item, kind of. Obviously, it's not like a artifact or anything, but it's a specific item. So I'll say he'll give you like 600 gold for it.
I look at Archer and like.
Because you're Mr. Right.
Yeah.
Give me 600 gold. Right.
I mean,
Nobody give me
I
like
want
500.
to sell it, but
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I know that Rayard wants them, and it gives him a little power boost. Do I know that if I were to hypothetically get like 3 pieces of this frost crystal stuff, Rayard would like unlock his ultimate form, or is this just something he like likes to chew on? Is this giving Gale like socks, or is this?
No, it's more than that. It's like it's somewhere. It's it's somewhere in between. On the Gale end of the spectrum, it's somewhere between Gale getting socks and Thanos getting an Infinity Stone. But on the Gale end of the spectrum.
Right. Okay. So it's. Oh Jesus. Okay. It's him getting like a full row in bingo kind of thing.
No, it's him getting like the equivalent of a percentage of like his power back.
600 gold, man.
It's up to you.
Okay. Okay. How common is this frost crystal shit?
I mean,
I know we've not seen a lot of it, but
if you were to go to the
The
North
icy
Links in,
place.
I'm trying to think of where it is. From Botunia, the mountains near there. The God, I don't want to look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up. The
Is it more common in other places?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Rayon, I'm afraid, my friend, you're gonna have to wait.
I hate you.
Well,
Storm's Edgeridge in Canada.
okay. Well, we'll I promise you, eventually we'll go there, maybe in a one shot.
Storms out of the store crying.
Yeah, Rayon disapproves.
Yeah. You literally, you get another. What's it? Ray of Frost. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you get 600 gold for that.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll ask how much. I'll inquire how much the Bloodpact dagger will go for, but I might not sell it.
The Bloodpact dagger
Is also rare.
It is also rare.
But we have removed the curse, which was a third level spell.
Well, I think it's a third level spell. He doesn't know that.
I tell him. I make sure to tell him.
What do you say?
It was cursed.
It was cursed, and we had to have our friend remove the curse at great personal risk.
You make me a persuasion check.
Oh god damn it! I've been rolling dog shit persuasion. Do you reckon something less
As
than
the
7
person
again?
who
Jesus.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You know that's 3 sixes I've rolled on persuasion.
On the other one.
Yeah.
It's
as the person
God
who removes
almighty.
that curse, I give you blank stare, and you
give
give
Nyx.
advantage. That's why you roll.
I think
persuasion.
Nyx actually removed that curse. So.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was Nyx with that. I think Chaos did Maid's Armor.
Yeah.
He would give
God damn
you 500 gold for it.
Okay. Much like Schrodinger's cat, that will resolve itself. Like
Okay.
when we know.
Yeah, just write that down because I won't remember.
Not P1s. 500,000 gold. Got it.
That's not what I said, James.
Yeah.
I'll write it down because I don't trust you.
No, I've got it.
What other? Okay, Cass, have you found your armor?
Yes. I'm going to do adamantine breastplate.
Which is uncommon.
Yes.
So
and I'm going to sell my skill mill to help a little bit with the price.
how much does Cass have currently?
Cass has 575 gold in total, and the skill mill is 50 gold.
Okay, 1 second. Looking it up. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I would say you can get that for 500 gold.
If I sell the skill mill
and then,
too?
sorry, how much is the skill mill?
50.
50? You can get that for 475, including the scale mail, because the scale mail's been hit multiple times.
475?
Yeah.
Okay.
475.
And then I'm going
Yeah,
back to the midnight. What was the big
Needle.
midnight needle? And ask him to get some cloth to go with that.
Cool. Yeah. Maeve / Fear will have that delivered to you. We can agree on a price. Is it just regular?
Yeah.
Like no magical stuff? Okay. You can get that for like an extra for 25 depends, how good do you want
it? Maeve, as a self-proclaimed
fashionista,
what do you recommend? Because this is for everyday wear and battle.
Kevlar.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber.
Oh god.
So I
off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I don't know, but imagine that Maeve does. Because she's smarter than I am.
Well, there's like 3 price ranges, Cass, you can go with. There's like 5 gold, which is nice, but not that nice. There's like 10 to 15 gold, it's like, mid-range, it looks nice. And then there's like probably 25 to 40, which then becomes like ornate, engraved. You can like tailor it to exactly how you like.
They
Like
all
with your
have like
name on
about
it
the
and
same
shit.
durability, right?
It's all
Like
cloth,
I know
yeah.
we're not doing like battle damage.
Yeah, like
on
it's all
clothing.
I mean, the 5 gold one might be kind of sad, but like, yeah, it's like for
Oh,
5
does
gold
the-
you get like 2 lines of white and gold silk. Not, you know what I mean. It was like, what did I say? 5, 10 to 15, 25 to 40.
You know what? I'm going to do. Let's do 25.
Okay, that will be made as we decide.
Okay, Maeve, you get to decide how it looks. I'll be back in 2 hours. I need to buy some more curry supplies.
You've made way more time than 2 hours. Yes.
I'm going to
okay.
prepare dinner.
Okay.
I'm getting everything for dinner.
Cool.
Which
Anything
is
else?
also going to be curry.
Great. Anything else? There's 2 other shops: Artificer shop and Random Stuff shop.
Random stuff shop, let's go.
I would like to buy some more incense.
Cool. Just buy some incense, take the gold off. I trust you.
Yeah.
So
One
Jack,
copper.
Drac, you head to Brasser's Baubles and Bits. And Brasser is a what do I have written down? A gruff but affable non-binary dwarf with a long history of item collecting. Here's what Brasser looks like. The shop is near the ground, and the shelves are just clusters of various magical artifacts, trinkets, curiosities from just around Periphalon.
I want to know every little item.
Nope. For stock, Brasser may have any common or uncommon magic items, but you must roll a d20 to see if it's in stock. Yeah. So basically, if you roll, yeah. So you roll a d20, basically pick a common or uncommon magic item. On an even number, it's in stock. On an odd number, it's in stock at a slightly discounted price. If you roll a 1, it's not in stock.
What do you say? It was what item?
Common or uncommon magic items. But they also
white or
green. Yeah. They also have 3 special magic items. One of them is a Ring of Echoes, which is a magical ring that allows you to project your voice further. A Phoenix Feather Charm, which gives you temporary fire resistance. Then the Dagger of Shifting Shadows, which is a blade that, like, essentially, like, if you're sneaking into a place, like, no weapons allowed, you can very easily stealth it.
Well, that's not a problem for me.
I know. I just have it written down. I gotta tell you, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you have a ring of spell storing?
What is a...
That's rare.
Rare. I'll roll for... roll me a d20. Cool. A 3, they'd say, I don't, but I might be able to find one at some point. If you come back.
I was just querying. I was looking at... I'm literally going through every magic item thing to find something useful.
Yeah. Anything you want to... Yeah?
Is the Dagger of Shifting Shadows a real dagger?
It's... What do you mean?
Like, is it an item?
It's not... I can make the item. I've not made it yet.
Okay, I was gonna get it for Cassian.
What does it... Oh, someone in the
it's like a stealthy dagger.
He's a rogue, isn't he? So...
Mm-hmm. I will make it, and you can decide once I make it. Like in the week.
Maeve, I found something in the random shop.
Huh?
A Jack-in-the-Box condom.
Oh God!
King
That's
hell.
What?
much?
Sorry.
Don't
Don't
repeat
worry
it.
about it.
You know exactly what he said.
And if you didn't, I don't want you to.
The Ring of Echoes.
Yeah.
What are the specifics of long distance?
I don't know. I will make
So
it.
is it basically the thaumaturgy cantrip?
Oh God. Yes.
I don't feel that's worth 120 gold personally.
Anyway.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Okay. It's not as good as the pot of perpetual pudding or whatever it's called.
Perpetual pudding.
Perpetual pudding pot.
How
Yeah,
dare you.
that's one. Yeah.
Get it right, bitch.
Yeah. The PPP.
The last shop, unless you're buying anything from here.
I can't see anything I really want.
That's fair. Is Spark Plug's cave.
Mhm.
It is like so embedded in the wall, various like pipes and mechanisms around. Within 10 minutes of walking across the ravine, you just hear the occasional like spark of like electricity or like mini explosion, things like that, followed by and if you walk in, you can see I've written down a magical wonderland filled with clockwork, gadgets, enchanted tools, and intricate mechanisms that spin and whir in the background. If you go in, I'll just send the image of Fiona. Sparky, aka Sparkplug, is a goblin tinkerer, an artificer. You can just see like there's always something burning, either on them or whatever. They have any items that an artificer might use, depending on the item, it may be a roll. I just have that written down. It's like think of like basic like infusion things, or like for like a gem for the homunculus thing, whatever. They also have three special like items in stock. A clockwork familiar kit. It's a DIY kit that allows you to assemble your own mechanical pet, which you can use as a scout or an assistant. There is an arcane multi-tool, which can like switch between a lockpick or a magnifying glass or a tiny set of wrenches. Then there is the big thing, a power gauntlet, which enhances the wearer's the strength of the wearer's grip and can deliver like an electrical shock on an impact.
Maeve, this would be useful for Cassian.
Maybe some here though, but
No.
Okay.
No, I mean Mavis not here.
Yeah. Sparky. Clockwork. Right. Okay. Serious question. Clockwork familiar. Would that replace porridge, or would I get two familiars?
No, it's like I think like is it homunculus servant? Is that the artificer ability? I don't
like the artificer one. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And the
it's like a little tiny robot guy.
Magical lockpick, magnifying glass, a tiny set of enchanted wrenches. That's pretty useful, actually.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
It is pretty useful. I mean, we have a rogue who has their own thieves tools and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's useful. It's kind of.
I also have thieves tools. Just want to say that.
I'm the
finger.
So the clockwork familiar kit, right?
Yeah.
If the homunculus is destroyed, can I rebuild it, or do I have to buy?
It would be a somewhat difficult check. You have to find the pieces and stuff.
Okay.
But it could
the arm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna buy myself a clockwork.
I'm actually gonna see whether I'm gonna make a homunculus or like a small construct, because homunculus is actually decent.
Yeah, they are really good.
Not decent. They're like fine.
Well, as a thing that I can control, it's really. But I think to use it to attack and stuff, it takes my bonus action. I'm not particularly bonus action heavy, but they are good. I
will say, rather than homunculus servant, it will just be the stat block homunculus, which is a CR0, has telepathic bond, has a bite attack, which can poison things. What the fuck? Send it here. Oh, that's not. That's just the same thing again.
I think I've got it here. One sec. Basic rules. So, yeah, they look kind of cool. Telepathic bond, bite. I can't share my. Oh, I can share
It can
sensors.
magically convey what it sees.
Yeah.
It'd be like that, but it'd be more like clockwork rather than like a bat thing.
You know what? I'm still gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna buy it for myself. Yeah, I'll buy myself one of those, please. One of your finest. Oh wow! One of my your finest homunculuses in a box.
What is something wrong? Am I on fire?
No. Sorry, I was just very close to the microphone. Sorry, the headphones. Oh wow!
Very close to the headphones.
Yeah. I was just leaning a little bit closer to you than I initially thought.
Wow, that happens.
Yes. Do you care to buy any ink?
No.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's completely okay thing for you to say no to. I just carry some around me, but I have a pen that doesn't require ink, you see. But this is very cool. Well, toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Just gonna ask the power gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you're fighting unarmed, it activates, right?
Yeah, it'd be like a. I mean, it'd probably be a separate attack, but it'd be like punch, it like a shock.
Yeah, so you can't like keep the shock inside a weapon when you fight.
Probably not. No.
Yeah, then it's useless for me.
Wow, it's useless. Cool. Is people done with their shopping spree?
Well, we
I
still have to
will-
see how Maves gets everything.
Well, I have to figure that out in the week. I can't do that now.
No, do it right now.
No.
I will at some point, maybe during the week, go to the library to buy spells because no one wants to listen to me and ah about what spells I want to buy. But I also sent you a link to what I want for the cloak. Well, not a link, but basically what I want from the cloak in the Artron/James chat. It's pretty strong. I have an upper limit onto what I'm prepared to spend on it.
What is the upper limit?
Well, it's 125,000. Sorry, 1,250 gold.
Oh yeah.
But ideally,
Okay,
it would be
I will have to think
not
about it.
attunement.
Can I?
Oh. This would almost definitely be attunement.
Okay. Then if it is definitely going to be attunement, and I can definitely do it for 125,000. Sorry, 1,250. I will definitely need to sell the Bloodpack Dagger, or at least move it on to.
I will have a think of it, but if it's something even close to that, it will be attunement.
That's fine. It is strong, but it's been something I've been weighing up for a while. Like that kind of thing would be either the. So for spoilers for everyone else, it was basically giving Archon access to a version of meta magic, which was either limited to his proficiency bonus, so was locked to 4, couldn't increase over 4, and I couldn't put spells into it to refresh it, but regenerated every single day, and I could use it for twin spell or careful spell, or maybe subtle spell. Actually, I need to think about that. Or the alternative, which was I didn't get any sorcery points. I had to pump a spell into it to activate them, but then could move the spells around like you could with meta magic anyway, font of magic, and still give access to the.
I think it'd be something close to that first one, just to make it less confusing.
Yeah.
But it would almost definitely be attunement, even if the price changes.
Okay, well, I have a think about the price. It's really, if it's a no is fine. So I know it's super strong. I had other ideas.
I don't think it's a no. I think I'd have to change it slightly. But I'll have to think within the week.
Okay, cool. But if it, so I will. That may define whether or not that thing gets sold. The Bloodpack Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
If I can, I don't know. I feel kind of weird giving it to a random street vendor. Like it's like, hey
it's not a
guys,
street vendor. It's Ruben.
Yeah. We found this.
My distant cousin.
You like devils and demons and shit. How about this knife of the absolute eldritch horror that we happened to find?
Just lying there in the street.
Ruben's great. Ruben's pretty chill.
I mean, I can afford it regardless now, but I don't have the achievement slots for it. But that would be more useful for me. So
cool.
Yeah.
Anyone else before we?
No, anything for good name for my homunculus?
John.
No.
Robert.
I just thought this first thing that popped into my head.
What was the name? Michael Windwalker, the guy I killed.
Oh god, I don't remember.
Or is Fred coming back, but in this campaign instead?
Fred, what was it? The foot fetish fighter.
Yeah.
It was Michael Windrunner. Go on.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say, can I be really cheeky and ask that if my Weaver's tools are going to be used in this check and I roll really high, that these
For what?
for Weaver's tools?
No, what?
It's
What
such a
happened that
useless.
is because I gave you the.
No, so I have proficiency in Weaver's tools,
Yeah.
which is the cloth and like
Oh yeah.
you make clothes with. That's when you make clothes with. If I roll really high and use them in a check for whenever we do the clothes making thing, can I get expertise?
Oh, sorry, you cut out when you said expertise, so I didn't know what you said.
Weird.
I just said like ease. I'll have a think about it.
Okay.
I'll think about it. Any final thoughts?
No thoughts, head empty.
Then we will leave it there.